Omaha. Pinned down on that godforsaken beach. Thinking if I lay there, I'll maybe die. But if I get up, there ain't no maybe about it. Then one man broke through. Michael.
Michael!
Murdered my family. When the whole bloody world's gone crazy. Hellcat, Sector 9, to Michael! Michael! For all he does.
Michael!
Michael!
To Michael.
To Michael, man. Michael!
Michael! And we back, baby. That's episode 7. We here. PVC Podcast.
We did it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you coming through. Leave any questions you've got, and we'll see you next week. See ya.
Welcome.
Whoa, what the
Welcome to episode 7 of the PVC Podcast with your boys, Sam, Tom, and Mike. That's us. We're here.
Michael.
It's time. Michael. He's here. Michael.
Michael!
If you have not seen that that commercial, that PS3 commercial, dude, that's a PS3 commercial. We're on PS5
That's
now.
old.
Ooh, speaking of that,
Holy shit, this commercial's 10 years old. It's 2011. That's crazy.
I
That
was
was 10
11 when
years
that
ago?
shit came out. I was an 11-year-old child.
you were 11?
I was 11 when that shit came
I
out.
was like 20. What the
yeah, I was. Yeah.
Y'all gotta get someone else, man. Seriously.
Yo, I was
This is fucked.
20.
Yeah, I was what, 22, 21? Something like that.
You were
20
my age now when that shit came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
What the
that's crazy.
fuck?
That's absolutely crazy. Michael.
Michael.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, we here. We back. Welcome. I think we could probably make the statement here. I think we're gonna be a Sunday pod release from now. We're doing this. We're recording on a Friday right now. Wait, Tompi, are you frozen? You are not blinking, dude. Are you all right?
Nah, I'm all good, bro. I'm just doing some tricks. I'm just tricking up a little bit.
I was like, all right, he is not blinking.
No, I'm just tricking. Just tricking out.
We
You see
might
that
be
mouse?
Oh, yeah, that you can't see that on the pod. Mike, damn, relax.
Come on, Mike. Catch up, man.
Oh, damn.
Jesus. Interrupting
Damn.
the whole damn pod for that shit. Move your hand.
All right, I touched it, though.
There, it's gone.
Wait, put it on my one. Put it here.
Oh my god, they can't see this.
Yeah.
Oh my
Now they better.
God.
Edit that shit in.
Oh, edit the mouse in. Yeah, we're recording this on a Friday. We usually do Thursdays, but this Friday is pretty comfy, and I think it may work better for all of us. Recording Friday, American Eastern, and that's a Saturday in Australian Eastern. Did I get that right? Uh-oh. All right, maybe
Someone's
we won't
hooning
record
up there,
Fridays
dude.
anymore. All right,
Jesus
going back to Thursday.
Christ.
That's a wrap.
They're going crazy. I mean, look, dude, they're biking out there. They're going
They're
crazy.
going
I-
off.
We released on Sunday the past couple weeks, right? So I think it's all good.
Yeah, the last one. I'm just gonna change the Twitter to say releases every weekend, so then nobody can hold us.
That's a good
But yeah,
idea.
we're here. We're back. Episode 7. And how are y'all feeling today, fellas? How y'all feeling tonight? This afternoon? Yeah. How y'all
My
feeling?
back hurts.
Yeah, what happened? Why is that?
I fell asleep on my desk. I
For
was
how
gonna
long?
stay up all night, 8.5 hours.
Oh my god.
I was
Damn,
on my
what the-
desk, man, hunched. I was
How you
hunched
sleep
on
that
my
long?
desk for 8.5 hours, bro, flat out, no issues. And then I woke up, and my
Every
fucking
issue.
this part of my head, bro, was just red.
You woke up
Redhead
with all
on my
issues.
fucking forehead. Yeah. Went to sleep, not very many issues. Woke up, just issues on issues.
slew.
Look at the time, looked at Discord. I was like, oh my fucking God, I'm just a mess. I'm a mess. I meant to fix my sleep schedule before uni starts back up, and now it's even worse than it was before. What the fuck am I gonna do about this?
Never
Fuck.
works. Yeah.
I'm
Good
fucked.
luck.
Full fucked.
Good luck. How are you doing, Mike?
I want more Rise content.
What
Yeah.
the?
I want that Cammy, man.
What?
Hey, if you 100% of the game, Mike.
Wait, did you
No,
say
I
Cammy?
just-
Then there you go.
Oh my god. My brain was thinking Cammy from Street Fighter, and I was like, what does that got to do with Monster Hunter?
I want Cammy so bad in Monster Hunter, bro.
I'm sorry. I got that girl from King of Fighters stuck in my head that she's all over my feed, titties.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thighs.
the new fighter, right? I
Shermie
mean, the
or
returning fighter.
something. Yeah, I don't know. All
Yeah.
I'm seeing is TNA all over my feed, and she got short
Have you
red
played
hair.
King of Fighters?
Never, not once, but I might.
Oh.
If they all look like that.
It's a good
I mean-
game, man. I used to
know
play
characters
Kings.
from it. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah,
Everybody
I-
knows
yeah.
mine.
Is Buster Wolf from King of Fighters, or is he from something else? But crack shoot.
Is it
Buster-
Buster Wolf?
Are you okay?
Buster Wolf?
Yeah, Terry.
Isn't he from Killer Instinct?
Terry, yeah.
He's
Terry's
not
from
Killer
Oh.
Instinct.
Terry's from
Shut up, man. All right. Everyone shut up.
Yeah, he's from King of Fighters and
Jesus, are you
Fatal
alright?
Fury. And he dying.
Oh, Fatal Fury. That's the other thing he's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, for some reason I thought you were talking about Cammy, and I was like, what the hell? Have we ever had a Cammy anything in Monster Hunter? It's always just Ryu
No
and Chun-Li,
way.
right?
I'm
No
wondering
way.
why. We need
Cammy's
one.
cool, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, do you not like her because she's
Somebody
broken?
bought it.
Apparently.
I don't know. It just looks kind of lame.
No, she
Oh,
was
okay.
broken. I don't think she is anymore.
I don't know
Oh,
anything
okay.
about Street Fighter, man. I tried to play it like twice. I didn't really like it. I don't like 2D fighters, man. They hurt my brain.
Yeah.
I need a
That's
sidestep.
crazy. Why do they hurt your brain, but 3D ones don't? Because, I mean, that's just literally a whole extra dimension.
Because 3D fighters always have options, whereas 2D fighters don't always have options. There's a lot more like canned mix-ups in 2D fighters for mostly, and a lot more things you can't escape that you'd have to just eat. Whereas in 3D fighters, you can usually get out of situations.
Okay.
Like sidesteps
enough.
add so much in terms of like this thing fucks you. But yeah, look at Mike, bro. Mike is not happy about that. What's wrong, Mike? You want to have a conversation about this?
You know, I played Tekken before I played 2D fighters, and I still prefer 2D fighters.
Out of like ease of access, do you mean, or out of like just what you prefer?
Because, like, I don't want to think about, like, a 3D plane. Like, 2D is hard enough. Like, Tekken is really hard.
Yeah, that's
It's
my
just
brain.
hard.
It's pretty
It's
hard.
just hard.
Yeah,
It's like
it's pretty.
there's already a
hard.
lot,
It's too
but
hard.
I do get the being locked up because like I don't know, that shit happens in Tekken too, but I guess there's like so many more factors where if you're not exactly perfect, it's like, oh, I'm free. Versus like MVC, whoop, foot dive, and now here goes 2 health bars.
Yeah, exactly. right.
Yeah.
It feels like there's more answers to options. Tekken's hard, but I also feel like it's easier in some ways because it's very like, it's just book learning. It's like when you see this, do this, right?
Mhm.
For the most part, neutral is a whole different story. But like, there's
Neutral is
answers
like...
to most things.
Yeah, that's the thing that's the
Neutral
toughest to
is-
me in 3D fighters is neutral because it's just like, what is neutral? We got a whole globe. What's
You
what's
do
neutral?
hang in a bit of a
Backdash.
world. Yeah, you just
Dashing.
Korean backdash a bunch. I don't know. It's just, but that's the other thing. Tekken like works really well
It's a
with that
way
in terms of
different
like it's
neutral.
neutral. Yeah, it's so different, but I prefer it so much. It's like entirely based around like dash jabs and dash
Yeah.
blocking and like baiting keep out tools and stuff like that. It's a very different. It's like a totally
honestly-
different fighting game.
It's a it's not like Smash at all, but the concept of neutral being very different is very similar to Smash to me. Like neutral Smash
Yeah.
is like it's essentially 3D as far as 2D fighters are concerned, right? You have like fucking
That's why I have
everything.
an issue with Smash. I have a, like...
Yeah, the neutral
can't-
it's a lot.
Can't
And
do
when you have 800 characters, it's a lot. It's
Mm.
just like it's really interesting. The concept of Smash and everything that it kind of is as a fighting game, because I still consider it a fighting game, is really
It
cool.
is.
I'm just not
But
playing
Sam,
it
it's a
anymore.
party game.
It's that too. It's both.
It's a party game for friends.
Yeah, it's both.
Yeah, both.
You're not supposed to take it seriously, or else Sakurai will like shut you down.
That's the big
literally-
thing about it that like
Yeah.
fucks it. I think. It's like,
Yeah. The
it
developers
doesn't want
aren't
to take
behind
itself
it.
seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
which kinda
you know
fucks it.
why? You know why he's like that? Because he used to get his ass beat in Street Fighter 2. So now he don't like that shit. He don't like competitive shit. He said
I mean,
that in
that's
the
also
interview.
not
He was
why
like,
it was never created for that, right? Like half the shit that makes
Yeah.
Melee so great
Yeah,
is a
but-
fucking bug. Like more than half of it. Like all
well,
that shit is a
guess
bug.
who ran with it? Capcom
Yeah.
did. Nintendo doesn't want to run with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the combo thing, right? Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like they didn't want that in Smash, and Smash is still popular, and they were like, "We're just gonna stop doing that, and it'll still sell, and it's still sold." You know, they tried that in Street Fighter, whatever, and it didn't work. They're like, "Hey, let's take out combos," and you know, we saw how that went.
Didn't work.
So
yeah, no, it's
didn't
weird.
work.
It's like I think that everybody who says that like it's a fighting game, or everybody who says that it's a party game, is like a bit stupid because it's both, and there's
It's
an audience
both.
for both,
Yeah.
right? Like, I have friends who play Smash competitively, and I have friends who own Smash and play it at their home for fun, and it works pretty well in both senses. I don't know why that's
Yeah.
an issue, right? Like, it's the same as like, I don't play Tekken competitively anymore. I would consider it more of a party game for me with friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's fighting games. Mortal Kombat has always been that. Mortal Kombat has always been like get your friends over and fucking
Yeah.
No one knows any
cool-ass
combos or anything.
mortalities, and holy shit, how'd you do that?
Like
yeah.
fighting games have always kind of crossed over into that. Smash
I mean,
leans
that's-
into it more, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole concept, right? I don't think any of us ever started playing a fighting game like our first fighting game, like I'm gonna be the best and go to tournament. Like
Yeah,
it was just like, hey,
exactly.
you got it, my homie's here, let's just play and have fun. That's a party. Surprise.
And then there's you have that weird brain where it's like I want to get really good at this, and then
Yeah.
you're that one really annoying dude in your friend group that fucks everyone up.
That was me until college, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
literally why I have all my college friends. It's because of Smash. Like my first semester or year or whatever, I was just like doing fucking stereotypical college shit, you know, like fucking drinking and passing out and all that shit. And I was like, and like that's because again, you're thrown into an environment with a bunch of people who you don't know, and it's like, well, we all drink, so sure. So that was like the only fucking
Yeah.
common denominator. And then I found out one of my roommates was like, yo, there's like a video game club, and I was like, whoa, what? So I like went there, and they were like playing Smash, and then I was like keeping up with them, and they were like, oh, who is this kid? And then literally that same weekend, I was like, I like went back to the room and we played Smash like the whole weekend, and that's literally all of my college friends. It was just from meeting at that club, and they were like, holy shit, wait, you're kind of good. And then we just played Smash, and then we've been friends.
What did you main?
So like, it was Brawl, so I mained Ike because Roy wasn't there. Because Roy was my main in Melee. But I didn't like Wave Dash and shit because, again, it was like I was that kid in prior to Brawl who just played Melee all fucking day, and the internet wasn't a thing. So I just played the game a lot, so I was just pretty good at it that way. But I didn't like know any advanced tech like that because nobody knew that where I played. It was just like I'd spend 30 hours in 100-man multi-man Melee mode just not dying, and that's how I got good. Fighting level 9 Captain Falcons all day. But yeah,
dude,
it's a party game.
I had a homie try to tell me that Tekken stole the term wave dash from Melee, and I got so upset. I was like, you are an idiot. You are so dumb. Like, that is not true. Melee
No, and it's
a wave dash in
anyway.
Melee. It's like it's a wave dash in Melee because it looks like a Mishima wave dash in Tekken. That's like why it's called that, because they like duck and then come back up and then duck and then come back up, which is what that looks like in Tekken. You like duck, come back up. Unbelievable. So pissed off. Some people, man. Jesus.
But yeah, like that goes. That wasn't a topic, but it does go into the same thing of it can be both a party game and a like fighting game per se. Like same thing with fucking Monster Hunter. It could be people who speed run and people who just play to have fun. And like I feel like there's always this weird ass rift of speedrunners are like my fucking dumbass tweet. Speedrunners are ruining the community, which is a fucking troll, obviously. Yeah. And then like the vice versa of like, oh, I don't care. Like just fucking play the game however you want, man. Video games exist to be played however the hell you want to play them. That's like why video games are so sick and why I don't watch movies. I can't control a movie. I can control a video game. I could do all the things wrong in the video game, and unless the game breaks, nobody can tell me not to, and that's great.
Yeah, that's why I don't really watch anime that much anymore. I want to just play games.
Yeah,
or like, watch like YouTube or some shit.
Yeah, that's why I never really got too much into movies. It's like, dude, that's 2 hours. That's 2 hours of game time. I could be gaming.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna watch a movie.
Up.
Yeah. How many hunts is that? That's a bunch of hunts.
That's a lot of hunts.
That's a lot of hunts.
Especially
that's a good guild card right there.
That's a lot of hunts.
That's a good guild card right there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking charms. It's a lot of Nawa.
Oof.
Jeez.
You know, earlier today, Val came in and was like, "Can I hunt in your game?" And I was like, "Sure, go ahead." So she used Greatsword against Mizu. I went to the corner store, came back. I was like, "You still fighting this? You still doing this?" And she's like, "What do you mean? Am I still doing this?" I'm like, "You, the heck? Like I just went to the store. It was like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. What the?"
You're a fucking asshole, man.
She took 24 minutes.
Hey,
as she should. That's all good.
Fine.
Oh no,
that is fine. Heather she just picked up Lance for the first time ever, and I'm like super proud because again, I play every weapon. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, Charge Blade, my guild card has 100 uses," but I like every weapon. And she decided on Rise she's gonna try a whole new weapon. She started with Longsword, and then in World and Iceborne she did a lot of Sword and Shield. And she kind of went back to Longsword, and she was like, "I'm just gonna do something completely new in Rise." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And she's using Lance, which is way different from both of those weapons, and she's loving it. You know, hunts could take her however long. You know, took her a couple tries on Magnum Model, but she got it. And I was like, "Hey, that's sick, dude." It's awesome.
I remember for you when I swapped from fucking Longsword to IG, bro, I was having like 30 minute hunts. I didn't know how to get extracts. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was playing without red buff, but I was having fun. And now it's my weapon. So fucking who cares, dude? Just play what you want to play.
It was the same thing with me in Charge Blade. I still remember for you the Diablo's Tigrex Arena quest. I was like, I am going to learn guard points here. This quest, I'm going to solo it. I'm learning guard points here. And it was like across multiple streams of me fucking freaking out, not understanding how the fuck guard points work because they did not tell you anything about it for you. And I was like, I'm going to learn this shit. And, you know, a week or so later, I got it. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. This is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I got my fucking shit pushed in for a while. You know, new weapon. It happens.
That's gaming.
So don't be griefing your girl for taking 20 some minutes on Greatsword.
I'm teasing.
Jesus, Mike.
I'm teasing.
Come on, man.
You know, no. You know what? No.
Oh,
no. Because I remember I died. I remember like it was me and John playing Iceborne. We kept dying to Volcana. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with us. We kept dying. And then she was like, "Oh, these two are supposed to be like community leaders and they're dying to a Volcana." And I'm like, what the?
That's fucked up.
What the?
That's really fucked up.
All right, go play with your defense switch axe build then. How about that?
Jesus.
I hope she watches
that's rough.
too, so she can hear it.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's rough.
That's fucked up. That is fucked up. You dying to Velk, man? Come on.
Dude, that's like the same thing.
I'm on her side. Come on, bro. Seriously?
like streaming and shit.
Fuck.
It's like, oh, the streamer's playing the game, so they gotta be good at it. No, I'm fucking gaming just like
No.
you.
I'm just trying to
fucking
game,
playing the
dude.
game. I hate that shit,
gaming
man. That
out.
shit's always there when it's like, I don't know, maybe it's part of like the rush or something, but or I'm just old and I don't give a shit anymore. But I hate the feeling of like, oh man, I'm fighting this thing, and if I die, they're gonna be like, oh, streamer. It's like, dude, shut up. How many times did you cart to this?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't cart at all. Well, I don't fucking care then.
Yeah,
Shut up.
that's bullshit. First of all, there are people on Twitter who are like, "I don't cart in Monster Hunter."
Lies.
Yeah, well, you fucking lying. You're lying, okay? Kanta
No, they just
fucking
don't play
carts
the
on
game
stream,
enough. They
Yeah.
just
Kanta-
don't play the
Kanta
game,
carts.
man.
Okay.
Like I'm saying,
Get the
like,
fuck outta here.
dude, if you actually have never carded, bro, you rush the fuck out of the story and have like 20 hunts in your go kart.
Yeah.
Because if you like, eventually you're gonna get fucking doggy dogged by a
You get
monster,
cheese.
just
Play like a
comboing the
turtle.
fuck out of you. Like,
Or you play like a turtle because
yeah, okay, cool. You
like-
never caught fucking 30 minutes for a goddamn hunt, bro. Enjoy. Like, never learning how to fucking iframe a goddamn thing because they're cheating. It's like, come on, bro. It's ridiculous. Caught.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to caught. We all caught.
That's fine.
I triple carded to a fucking Nawa last night. I
I
died.
almost
Dude,
did.
I
almost
double
did my first
carded.
time.
My first failed cart in Rise was the double Volvidon quest. Like, that was my first failed quest. I got
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
para-comboed to death. He rolled me the first time, and then the same Volvi para-rolled me the last two carts, and I was like, this is unbelievable. This was my first triple cart in Rise, was a goddamn double Volvi quest. And I said he was cool.
It's
the first time I
insane.
saw him.
Did you card to low rank Kezu?
No,
Oh
what
my
is this?
God, man.
What is this?
This is
meme that-
constant. Yeah, we got to talk about this on the pod. We talked about it on stream a little like 3 or 4
Yeah.
days ago, Sam. Dude, this is a bad meme. It sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, this dude, I don't know who he is. He doesn't
Oh,
like the
this,
game, and that's fine. It doesn't matter if he doesn't like the fucking game.
I heard
People
he was
who are like,
streaming it
"Oh,
again though.
good on him." People are like, "Oh, he played Bloodborne and he said it's too hard." It's not even a comparable game, dude. It's so different. It's like that match is so slow in comparison to Bloodborne. All right, like it doesn't. It's so
For the
stupid.
record, I don't know if I mentioned it here, but I love the Soul series. I've played Demons, Dark 1, Dark 3, and they're great. Dark 2 is too long and is stinky. But it's still a Souls game. So yeah, whatever. I played Bloodborne all the way up to the final boss. I was not having a good time the whole time. I got to the final boss, continued to not have a good time, and I was like, you know what? I'm not beating this, and I don't care. I'm turning it off, and I'm done with this game. It's not fun.
Sekiro was
You
the
did that?
damn near perfect game.
Yeah, I did not finish Bloodborne.
You actually, that does not sound like something you would do ever.
Dude, that's how much fun I wasn't having. You know how stubborn I am.
That is
Like,
such
you
a
know.
not you thing to do. Yeah, that is you would
know
like that
how
is
stubborn I
insane.
am. I was like on the final boss. Well, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't DLC. I didn't even get to the DLC because I was going through the whole game. I was like, this shit's not fun. Everything's screaming at me. I can't see anything. It's fucking aliens. There's no big slappy sword. This shit's not fun. And I was like, whatever.
Mhm.
I'll just, and I stubborned my way through it. And I got to the final boss and I was like, dude, this boss sucks. He doesn't look cool. This shit's not fun. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm turning it off. And I've never turned that game back on since whenever that stream was, 2017.
There
or
you go.
something.
And you love Souls and you love
Yeah.
fucking Monster Hunter. Dude, I hate Dark Souls games. I don't like them. I don't
Wait,
like
why?
Dark Souls 1. I don't like Dark Souls 2. I don't like Dark Souls 3. I don't like the structure of them. I don't like how they play. I don't like them. I don't like playing them. I don't like them. But I fucking love Sekiro and I love Monster Hunter. Just because
Dude.
they're of like a similar
Sekiro
kind of
is-
thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean you have to like it, bro. I don't like Souls. And I love
Yeah.
Monster Hunter. It's my favorite game ever. So,
And
like,
that's
you're-
fine. There's
people
so
are like,
many
oh, but he likes
fundamental
Bloodborne.
things
It's like,
that,
come on,
that
man.
are just different. Like
Yeah.
theming, like just the fact that Dark Souls is a story, and I don't mean story as in lore, but like there's a start and an end. And like, yes, there's a start and an end to Monster Hunter, but the game Monster Hunter is structured to be infinite. Like it's instanced. That's a better word. Monster Hunter is instanced. The
Yeah.
Souls games are not instanced. It's an adventure. Honestly, they're action adventures. The Monster Hunter is a action RPG, but Souls games are action adventures. So if you don't care about adventuring, then you're not gonna like Souls. Like that's
also
like the main thing of Dark Souls 1 that makes that game so good to me is the adventuring. Like, yes, the boss fights are good, but that game came out, I don't know, 2000. When did Dark Souls 1 come out? 2012 or 10 or something like that. And I could probably draw the map of Dark Souls 1 from memory in my head. Like I could draw, you walk here, there's this area. You walk here, there's that area. This goes down to Blighttown and then goes to Quelaag. And like, I have not played that game in 5-6 years. But like, that's what makes that game, like that's a huge part of that game. And if you don't care about that shit, then like, you're probably not going to like the fucking game. Like, yeah, the boss fights
dude, it's
may be similar to Monster Hunter, but like, there's so much that's different. That if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Like the vibe of the game is so different. I am so like drawn by that to games, right? Like I don't like how Dark Souls feels. Like I don't like how the world feels. I don't like how dark and dusty it's gross, right? I don't like it.
Yeah,
it's the same as like, dude, I used to love like open world RPG games. I used to love like Skyrim and shit. I hate Fallout. I hate it.
I never played Fallout.
Because I don't like the world. I don't like the dead fucking post-nuclear fucking wasteland, right? I don't like it. So, like, whereas Monster Hunter is, like, kind of light and, like, bubbly and, like, funny and, like, cute and shit, right? And then Sekiro, like, I think that samurais and shinobi and shit are really cool. So it's kind of a different deal. But, like...
Yeah, but same thing. It's a completely different vibe. Like,
right,
even
exactly.
That's why I don't
like
ever
how
consider
dungy it is, man.
Yeah, I never consider Sekiro a Souls game because it's not. It's just made by the same people. Like that's it.
Yeah, it's a FromSoft game. It's not a Souls game.
Like Smash 1 isn't a Kirby game because it's made by HAL. They're two fucking different games. It's just the same developers.
Yeah.
That's it. And like Sekiro is just like everything. Like the fucking only thing that's similar to me is you got a fucking bonfire. That's it. I don't even consider the boss fights similar at all. Except for Demon of Hatred, maybe.
I don't know.
But
like,
like,
even that, dude, that's
it.
a shit fight. That's the only bad fight in that game. Demon of Hatred is a bad fight. It's a shitty fight.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
And like, that's it. Everything else of that game is just original. It's just its own thing. And it was so... I feel like that was such a great progress for FromSoft. And I hope they keep exploring new shit whenever the fuck... Whatever Elden Ring or whatever happens. Like... All right, we're done being depressed and sad and dying and death and stinky and dusty and poison.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna have a similar
has sad
vibe.
shit, but like, oh, you mean Elden Ring? Maybe, but like, it's still like gods, right? Like, there's always some kind of like literal beam of light or something related to gods. I mean, there's some of that stuff was in Dark Souls 3 too, like. Nameless King and shit. Like there's some god and bright looking things, but even then they portray it in a pretty dark way. I mean, we don't know anything about Elden Ring, so who fucking knows? But like just going off of Sekiro, right? Like you take 10 screenshots of different areas of Sekiro versus 10 screenshots of Dark Souls 1 in different like areas. Like it's literally going to be like a yin yang. Like so many areas in Sekiro were just light, bright, pink, like orange, white, just light colors. And then you look at Dark Souls and it's just dark and brown and gray and dark green. Like there's like so much dark, which is the point of the game. But it's the same developer.
People love that, right? People love that. Like I'm not saying that one's better than the other. I just don't like the vibe of being all surrounded by gross
and they're
shit.
just different.
It makes me feel yucky.
But I like how Sekiro. It's colorful, but it's also those colors are muted enough so that it is kind of dark.
I mean, like Sekiro was crazy, fucking snapping people's heads off and cutting shit, blood going all over the place. But I feel like that's also kind of I don't know. There's a style of film that's like a thing, right, where the blood like fucking like. I feel like there's a design, and that was like part of that too. I don't know the name. Somebody put the shit in the comments or something, but there's like a style of Japanese film that does that, and they like leaned into that shit in Sekiro, and it was sick. It's fucking awesome, and it looks so good. Like even the blood was vibrant as compared to like Blood and Dark Souls. It's just a different thing, and it's just a vibe. Like, and it's okay to not like something that's constantly compared or by the same developer. It's totally fine. It's cool.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Yeah. I don't know where we even got to that tangent from, but it was a good one.
But yeah, leave that guy alone. Stop making jokes about him, bro. He just let him run it, bro. It's all good.
Meme. That's how we got there.
Yeah, he doesn't like the game. Doesn't matter if he likes the game again. Doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anybody. Like, just play the game if you want to play the game. Don't play the game if you don't want to play the game.
That's
you
it.
don't have to. Like, it's not a child, dude. You don't have to defend it.
When he said that bothered me. He said, "This game sucks, and if you like this game, then you like bad games."
Yeah, see, that's the part that's stupid, because it's literally the same thing. It's like, all right, well, somebody could easily say that about whatever fucking game you like.
But here's my issue, right? No one's like, dude, I have said awful things about Tekken in my life. Like, awful things. And I love that game to death, but the game makes you so angry, all right? Like, MH in the early, like, learning process makes you angry, especially if you think you should be good at it. Like, he's a Bloodborne player, right? He speedruns Bloodborne, so he thinks, I'll be good at this. Like, I'll be capable at this. But there's such different games that it's like, he's not good at it. And he's angry. So he's pissed at himself more than he's pissed at the game. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares, right? The fact that he's playing it again shows that he doesn't mean what he said. He was just angry, dude. And people get angry at games. It's like the point of Monster Hunter. You get angry at it, and then you get that feeling of like, okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to kill that low rank Kezu. And it might take me 45 minutes, but I'll take my time and I'll be slow and I'll kill it. And then you get that feeling of like, oh, holy shit. Like, so fucking, it feels so good, right? So just let him run it, man. If he was just playing the game by himself with no stream, he'd have the same thought process, the same actions, the same issues. The fact that he's got 1 trillion billion viewers and he can air out those grievances, like, it shouldn't be taken too seriously, I don't think.
Yeah. And that, like, what you were saying about playing the game and getting better just reminded me of this image I saw on Twitter of, it just improvement in general. Like, it straight up applies. Like, that point of frustration where you're like, I feel like I should be doing this well. Like, I've put enough time, and there's we'll put a link to this image in the timestamps. But it's basically it's just a graph of where you plateau thinking you should be better before you're actually getting better, and then that point of frustration and what you think you should be doing versus what you're actually doing. And it's really interesting because it applies to a lot of different things, just in general, creation. This one's talking about painting, just any craft, and playing games is just another thing, especially in Monster Hunter. It's really interesting to look at. And it's, again, the periods of frustration are exactly that, what you were saying. Like, I feel like I should be doing better right here, and I understand more than I did a week ago, but I'm still getting my ass handed to me. And why is it not happening? And then you get it, like something clicks, and then you get better, and then the same thing happens again until you just.
That's how I feel about Rai CB.
Ooh, we didn't put that on the docket, but I meant to. You didn't even tell us how the hell you were doing today, but I guess Rise CB is gonna be how you're doing today. What's up, man? What's going on? What is it?
I don't know.
What's up? Look at Celine is concerned.
Right. It doesn't feel good no more.
Are you talking about just regular guard point or CPP, counter peak performance? What's the deal?
I like the new Savage Axe. I that does pretty well for me.
Mm-hmm.
But when
you damn right, boy.
when I'm trying to spam the super amped elemental
Ultra,
like it doesn't work. The Ultra, it doesn't work for me. I don't know why.
What you mean? Like, it doesn't work as in you miss, or it just doesn't feel right? It doesn't look right, or
I keep missing. I hate aiming it. Like, it's like
I'll
tank
give you
controls for Charge Blade. It's like,
I'll give you that. The aiming that I feel like there's only 3 angles now, as opposed to a full range of like 180 degrees. Like it's like 45-degree angles. I feel like now, like you get straight if you press nothing, you get 45 left and 45 right, and like there's no in betweens.
Is that like a Team 2 staple? Because I feel like even in GU it was like that.
That's new. I don't know. Maybe it is like that in GU. I don't know. I play Valor, so I never fucking AED. I don't remember.
Oh, when I compare, I felt the same way about Charge Blade and GU, and then when I play World, it feels smoother.
Okay, so yeah, maybe it's a Team 2 thing. Because either way, I think it feels more apparent in Rise because it's World to Rise versus Gen to World, where everything felt different in World because it was World. Now we're like, this is like World basically, but like it's not.
Yeah.
And I think it has a lot of that. Well, I don't think it does. It has a lot of that Team 2 flair because it's Team 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the attack animations being like in your face all the time. Yeah, that's Team 2.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I will give you that, and that's taken me a bit to learn too, because I'll like be in position to throw an AED, and I'm like I'm looking here, the monster is like here, and I'm like, all right, let me just angle this a little bit, and it's like, I'm like, oh, all right, well, I guess that's just gonna whiff, I guess. So then I just go Savage Axe, and then I don't have to worry about anything. I just fucking shred, and it feels amazing.
Yeah, that does feel better to me, honestly.
Yeah, shredding feels good. And I just AED and SAD every now and then, but I haven't made a build or set tailored to that yet, which I will at some point. Just slinging files, because that's the thing too that I feel isn't a real offset, but is kind of an offset, because like you counter peek and you whiff, and it's like, oh man, I whiff, but you can get all your files back in literally 2 seconds. You just fucking counter peek and it's all right back. So just whiff again, it's fine. One of them will hit. Just keep throwing them. Something, it don't take long to get them back. Just keep throwing them. You'll hit sooner or later. You'll hit or get hit. But yeah, the aiming is a little weird.
Yeah.
Did you see that really nice Japanese run on Burial?
You did. Did I see it?
The clip where I got like 3 or so minutes, but I died.
And then
I did that like right after I saw that run. I was like, let me try
that made you do that run?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that run.
I was doing that for like an hour.
The next stream, I streamed the day after, or the day of, and I played Charge Blade the whole 10-hour stream, and I was like, I gotta fucking play this weapon. All right, maybe we'll have to get a link to that too. There's a couple links that are gonna be in these timestamps. Y'all better be looking at these timestamps. Either I work hard at them, or Heather works on them, so y'all better fucking click each one. Watch this video 10 times if you have to. Yeah, so we'll have to get a link to that, because that run is amazing. A Japanese player, I don't know his name. I need to find his name. And he smashed this berry out with Charge Blade in literally a minute and a half, and it was the sickest Rise Charge Blade I've seen. Yeah, it was so sick. And I'm gonna. Oh, no,
to find it right
now. Wait, this is Mike dying. Wait here. Wait. Wait, give me it. Here we go.
All right, so I think that's game. Oh shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
What the
All right,
fuck?
so I think
New cough added right there. Yeah.
New cough just dropped. Tap in. Cough, tap in.
And that tweet popped off, man. You fucking popped off on that tweet.
Good job, Mike.
That was wild. That was wild.
Yeah, that was really funny. But this was inspired by that run. Yeah, we gotta see who that was. I want to be able to say the runner's name. because I did. I retweeted it and was like, "This is why I play Charge Blade. Like, this is exact." Oh, here it is. T Daiki. I hope I'm saying that right. Japanese player, but they went crazy. Oh my god! You go to the upswing, to the CPP, to the charge sword slash. Oh my! It's just poetry in motion, man. Look at that AED.
That's a goddamn art.
Oh my
Like,
god! It's
goddamn.
poetry in motion. Oh, yeah, it's so good. It's such a good run. The fact that a run can fit in a full Twitter video is saying something.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Like, look at that perfect timing from the SAED into the CPP.
It looks like it's task, man. It's crazy. Like, it looks like
really
it's somehow
does.
perfectly read the barrier out and made a task for it. It's crazy.
Dude, the AED into the ride, so you get the slap and then the file pops. I gotta do that.
And then the ride, it happens to just be perfectly in place for the pole. And, like, it's all just, it's like, when a
Axe
run
landing.
just goes literally
Yeah.
perfect, it's just
This is
insane.
Charge
So
Blade. Like,
fucking
when it
crazy.
feels good like this, I don't know, man. No other weapon juices like this. When everything falls into place like that, it's like, oh, it feels so good. But yeah, this was a goddamn run. Oh, look, the swing to finish.
And motherfucker did a move. Seriously,
So
that's so
good.
crazy.
So good. I'm gonna copy that so we could put that one in the John Ski 2. But yeah, that leads us again. It's almost like y'all are professional potters. You know what I'm saying? We
Professional
segue to the
segue,
segue.
boys.
We were going into talking about Japanese Monster Hunter players. Well, all right, hold up. Wait a minute. Japanese
What's up,
Monster
bro?
Hunter players.
Dude,
And
they're just the best.
how great of a community they are just in general.
They're just the best. They're the
They just
best. I'm
always
telling you.
seem pretty wholesome.
Fucking so awesome. Because I play with them all the time. If I ever play with randoms, it's because it's like super late at night, and like the people that I usually play with aren't up. And at that time, that's like perfect gaming hours for Japanese people, and they're just so kind, dude. Like, life powders on deck every fucking time, just dropping them shits. I don't drop life powders for random people, bro. I don't do it. I don't like them like that. I don't know them like that. I'm not doing it because I'm a dumb Australian, right? But these Japanese people making me feel bad about it, bro. They're fucking saving my life, hitting the fucking Nawa weird thunder gut thing, doing the fucking Dragonator, doing the nuke, hitting all the shit, doing it perfectly. And it's not just every now and then, it's every time. Every single time they do it, and then the fucking quest ends and they start doing fucking dances. They're dancing every time.
That's
They
awesome.
they just love they just love hunting. They kill this
And
Nawa, start dancing with each
polite
other.
sticker too at the end of them.
Little love heart, little dog at the end with a little arigato, mate, at the end of it. So good, man. So they're just the best. They're the best gamers ever, maybe. And they're so good at the game, and they're so polite and nice, and I can't understand what they're saying. I don't know what their names mean, but I love playing with them, dude. I love them.
Yeah.
They're just such, like, that community is awesome. They're so awesome.
I never
like,
really experienced that in Monster Hunter because dumb American. But I mean, I talked about it before on the podcast with New Genesis because I played the Japanese closed beta, and it was the same thing. Anytime I came across another Japanese person, like we were fighting that thing, and I was like, I don't know how to communicate with you, and they just did B, which is thumbs up. And I was just like,
thumbs up, baby.
Yep.
that's great.
Thumbs up. Yep, they're awesome.
That's all you
But,
need.
dude, oh, fuck. Great transition. Fucking Final Fantasy 14, different story.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Wait.
Yeah, we've been meaning to talk
Wait.
about. So,
Wait, really?
preface this right here. This has been on the past like 4 dockets. We've been meaning to talk about this, but it just hasn't.
But you
came
just
up.
can't get it in. You can't
Yeah.
get it in. It's
But
in,
right
dude.
now, this is the perfect time for
Holy
and
shit.
Mike, you've played 14, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
played
you-
it for 4 years, so I know.
Okay, all right. So I'm on the outside of this story, which makes it fucking hilarious to me completely. So go ahead, Tommy.
I used to play FF on NA servers. I used to play on Leviathan because I had homies who played there. But then I found out that Japanese servers have like 100 less ping for Australians, right? Which makes sense. It's closer. So me and the boys swapped to Japanese servers. There is one Japanese server called Thornberry that is like pretty much exclusively for Oceania, right? So like New Zealand and Australia. So it's just full of English speakers, right? So when I swapped there about like I want to say before Shadowbringers dropped, or maybe when Shadowbringers dropped. So like about like over a year ago, right? And these Japanese people, I would always get them in duties, right? Because how it works is like when you queue up, you get like the whole server is able to like join your duties. It's not just the people in your world. So I would not just get Australians, I would get a whole bunch of Japanese people, right? And every single time, whenever we would finish a duty or enter a duty, these Japanese people would like paste, like I would say like hello in English, and ask who wanted my dance partner because I played dancer, and they would paste this like thing, and I thought this thing was like them saying like hi, like welcome to the instance, like can't wait to play, right? And so I would always like put like little love hearts after it, or like you know like some sort of way of being like thanks bud, like can't wait to play with you. And then like I want to say 8 months into playing on Japanese servers, I decided to one day translate that little paste thing. Turns out that paste translates to filthy white devil. So I pull up to a duty speaking English, and the moment they see my English letters in their Japanese server, they just have this shit copied and just write filthy white devil and press send. And the funniest part to me is I thought they were being nice the whole time. I thought they were being kind. I thought they were welcoming me or saying like, how's it going, buddy? This is like a constant thing. I could go on, I could buy FF sub right now, log on, enter a duty, say hello, and then I guarantee within 5 duties that exact fucking sentence would be there. Guaranteed. Every single time.
So like, are a lot of the Japanese players just like not friendly?
No, a lot of they're really friendly. But the issue is that like we took their server, dude. Like, Tomberry was like the biggest Japanese server, and we just fucking took it. And now it's just full of English people. So they're pissed off, as they should be. They're like, why do we have to go to these shitty other servers? The most populated server in Japan is a fucking English server. That is stupid. It's so dumb. And I agree.
Gaijins.
Filthy white devil, bro.
Filthy white
devil.
8 months.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, man, awesome. Great choice.
Love heart. Love you. Thanks, buddy. Sounds good.
Right
Can't wait to play this, dude. Right,
You know what's funny?
right back
though?
at you, buddy. Dude, unbelievable.
Do you think like that also goes to show like how a lot of like people in the Japanese community like see people, I guess, from America as like just white?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Definitely, 100%.
It's like filthy
100%.
white devil. That's just
It's
so
like
funny.
what if I'm not white? Like,
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, what if this dude is like? Do you know how many Japanese people are in Australia, dude? Like, it's so many. It's awesome. Like, you're calling another Japanese person a filthy white devil right now.
like
For
it
all
could
you
just
know.
be another
That's
Japanese person.
crazy.
Like, it's crazy, and he can read that shit too. He knows. He's like, whoa, like,
What's up?
jeez. I just think I love the idea of the other people in the duty who didn't type it and were just like regular chilling. and they can read that this person said filthy white devil, and I just sent the love heart. And I was like, thanks, buddy. You too. Right,
Just-
love
I
you.
would
Bye.
have just been
looking
laughing
at
to
that.
myself.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
like
sure
the
that's
other
exactly
two
what
people
they're
in the
doing.
duty, they're just like, what the fuck is going on here, man? Like, what is happening?
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Oh. And sometimes you
That's-
get one that's a healer and they don't heal you and shit, and like the tank will like split aggro to you and shit. It's really funny. It's like, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, man. Like, I just need the ping. I'm so sorry. Filthy
Oh
white
my
devil.
God.
Like,
That's
they're a lot
hilarious.
of them. I want to like a lot of them are really kind, right? Like, I was learning Japanese for a pretty long time, and pretty much like all of the Japanese I learned was because I would like ask people in Final Fantasy duties if they could help me learn. And a lot of them are really, really, really kind. I'm not saying that every single Japanese person on the FF14 servers are fucking
That's-
assholes.
That's the funny
Like-
thing is that I feel like even the kind people who are still kind in game, they're just like copy paste filthy white devil. All right, now what do you
Yeah,
mean?
right. That's what
And
I'm
then they just
thinking.
get, like, right
That's
back
what
to
I'm
it.
thinking. They don't actually mean it. They're just like, oh fuck, for the people, right? Just for the people.
Yeah.
Filthy white devil. All right, back to the duty, right? Like, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like everyone was mean. Like, you can do toxic stuff in FF14. You can like not heal and
Yeah.
shit. Most of them don't do that. It's just like habitual. It's like fucking whatever. He just flick that at me, and then we can play the game together. Just so you know that, like, I know. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a warning
really
shot. Like,
funny,
hey, I
dude.
know where
Yeah.
you're here, okay? I'm not there,
Mhm.
you're here.
Yeah. But dude, the fucking funniest is when you get like the very rare occurrence that you get another English speaker in your duty, and like, dude, you'll be talking to this English person in English, and it's just that paced. Every single word that the Japanese people say, it's just they just spam that shit. They're like, "Fuck, go away!" Like, because I'm
Oh
talking to
my
this English
God.
person in English,
They're
and
like, "Get
these
outta here.
Japanese
This is my
dudes are like, "What
place."
is this? I picked a Japanese server so I wouldn't have to deal with this, and you guys are
Yeah.
doing it. Like, fuck off, filthy white
Yeah.
devils. Jesus, it's really
I
funny.
want to go home. I don't want to be here no more. Going
It's
back
fucking-
to my
it's-
server.
It's fucking
Yeah.
nuts, dude. It's so funny, and it's that thing of like, one of my homies was like really pissed about it. I was like, dude, you gotta realize that we did just nab their fucking
Yeah.
server. Like, we took that shit, and they should be pissed off. That was the most populated server, and we just took it. Like, it's just
Yeah.
ours now. Like, it's full. You can't make accounts on it. If you're a Japanese person, you're like, man, I'd love to play on Tomberry. I'd love the sound of that. That looks fun. Can't do it. Full of
Nope.
fucking dumb Aussies drinking beers
Filthy
and
white
doing
devils.
raids. Filthy white devils. Full of us. It's crazy. It's really fucking funny, man. So
Yeah,
fucking
that's
funny.
Oh my god. Oh
Jesus
man.
fucking Christ.
So there's a lot we could go into from here. We could wait on that one. Do we want to go? You know, let's go here because this is recent and probably won't be relevant for too much longer anyway. People getting mad about the whole so the Capcom tweeted about more on the title update, and we know that HR is going to unlock with the next one, and they put out a tweet mentioning that the points that we're getting aren't going to accumulate until that unlock happens.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
People are
as
pissed.
expected, the Twitterverse got a little spicy, as it always
Mhm.
does. I feel like more
Dude.
spicy than normal as of late. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
Monster Hunter
Yeah.
Twitter has been real spicy with Rise, as compared to
they're-
like World, even just base World, even Iceborne with Clutch Claw and everything. And I feel like they're really spicy.
This is
on
worse.
Rise.
This is worse.
Yeah.
Because people are like it's like when I read the news, I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of expected that. Well, there are people on Twitter like, they couldn't program that shit in the game. Like, what is wrong with them? So incompetent. I don't care if it's COVID. Do it.
Mm.
Why am I playing this game? For nothing? Huh? Capcom? Like, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
kinda
know,
insane.
man. I kind of get it. like, I love numbers, man. I love seeing numbers go up. I don't know what it is. I love seeing hours go up. I love seeing HR go up. I love guild cards. I love looking at my insect glaive hunts go up. I don't know what it is about them. I love them. I just love it. I love HR. It's the best shit ever. So when they were like, yeah, that's not a thing in this game, I was like, man, fuck. Like, that kind of, oh, it is a thing in this game, but like, we're not counting towards it, like, right now. I was like, man, that kind of sucks, because I get it. I love flexing my fucking gamer peen, bro. I love it. It's the best. I love being fucking 700 IG hunts in and fucking a certain HR. I love it. It's the best. It's so good. But, like, just chill, man. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, cause that's my thing is, like, you're not gonna have HR, but there's like 5 other tracked things in this game that reflect how much you've played. Like, there's hours and there's guild card hunts. It's like, you don't need to worry about, like, people not knowing how much you play the game. There's so much other shit there. It's all good. Like, it's just a strange thing. Like, I get there being like oh man, that sucks. But I don't understand the fucking, like, outburst of anger that people have. Of, like, they're so upset, man. It's crazy.
Hey,
Like,
yo,
what?
fuck this game.
Yeah, right?
Like,
it's like,
the
what's up?
self-righteousness is like, look, you could just not be playing this. You could still be playing Iceborne.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
You could be 999 and just still be playing Iceborne. But you got a new Monster Hunter game within 6 months of the last piece of content in the previous Monster Hunter game. Like, when have we ever, America, global, ever had that? Never. We have never gotten the end of one Monster Hunter and gotten the beginning of a next one within a year. And it's like new.
And
not
it's
like,
happening now.
Yeah.
With COVID.
Yeah. Thank you.
Look, they did it.
And it's happening
They did it.
amidst COVID. Like, that is nuts. It's nuts.
You get to play the game now and wait a month for more. That's all you gotta do.
Like, more perk for folks on YouTube and the stream. Look at Mike's shirt. What's that? What's that shirt? What's that?
Oh.
What's that shirt?
Oh, this game? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right? That game.
Bro. Oh, the updates for this game? Oh my god. They're taking so long.
Hey, imagine if anything like that shit happened for Monster Hunter. Imagine
buying Rise on the Switch and it ran at like 5 frames a second.
For everyone. For months. They had to take it off the Switch. They had to take it off the store.
That's what I'm saying. They had to take it off. People will be pissed. People are and rightfully pissed. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, you don't have this game is like, I'm all for addressing the issues with it. I'm all for saying, like, man, it's kind of some sloppy areas. I'm all for saying, like, it feels like they wanted to do more. I'm for saying the decorations shouldn't be in their current spot. I'm for saying there should be more transparency in terms of why things are the way they are. Layered shouldn't be in its current spot. I that is like, I'm about it, but there needs to be the underlying, like, respect there for, like,
respect.
They got this game out and we're getting an update, not just a hot fix, but a title update within a month of this shit releasing.
And the date
during COVID.
And that's something I've been saying even before COVID, right? As far as I can remember, at least, again, US, NA, they have never announced a Monster Hunter release date and changed it. If somebody has a quote,
I can't think of one. I cannot think of any of those. 100% right.
They've never announced at least US. I don't know about Japan, but at least US Monster Hunter release date and moved it. Like a date. Like, they could be fall or whatever, and we don't know when. But I've never heard them say March 26th and then a month
And then
before it comes
change it?
out, sorry, it's going to be June 16th or something. I've never seen that with Monster Hunter. And that's, what is
Imagine-
it, 17 years has Monster Hunter been
Yeah.
going? That's
no.
insane.
It's been
is
like
it 12?
over 20 years, right?
It was 2007, I think. I can't fucking math.
07 was Freedom Unite.
Oh, okay.
2000.
2004. I think it was 2004.
Yeah, 2004.
Um,
Oh shit!
Yeah,
How long
2004.
was that?
So, I mean, like, that's insane. And we've never had a pushback date. And now they're like, hey, HR will be unlocked a month after release. A month. 1 month. And people are just...
Oh wow. I'm excited. I am upside down, bro.
Dude, I saw
That
it
was
like
awesome.
30 seconds ago. I saw it slide like a big chunk, and I was like, that shit's gone. That shit is out of here.
Dude, I know exactly. Dude, I got a fucking Facebook message. I felt that shit buzz, and I was like,
That's, yeah. I was like, that shit is
not gonna
gone.
end well, man. This shit is out of here as soon as possible.
All right, and we're back. We're back. Technical difficulties aside, we're back now.
I fell a little bit.
Yeah.
I fell.
I fell.
We're back. Tompi is now at the bottom of the screen, not at the top
I've
of the screen.
switched it up a little bit. I
Yeah.
shrunk a little bit, and now I'm
Yeah,
down
a little
here.
bit.
I'm gonna fix
By the
this,
end of the
bro,
pod,
right
you
now.
might be back up there again. He
Honestly,
might be back up
it's
there. again.
interactive. It's adaptive. Fucking
Uh,
ridiculous is what it is. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, that's what we're talking about. What? Oh, HR, HR unlocked, and people being ridiculously disrespectful when Monster Hunter has never moved a date or anything like that. And I had this tweet pulled up of where we don't need to give a shout out to the person or anything because they're being an asshole. They were like, I need you to tell the powers that be what a disgusting and disrespectful move that is. The communication on this game has been horrendous. Talking about not knowing, like this person didn't know that the HR was locked on release, which that information was out before the game even released, like 2 weeks or so. Ichinose did an interview about it. And
Right.
like
He
did, like, all those
literally
questions.
said that
He-
we're gonna finish the story with DLC.
Yeah.
He literally said that.
Yeah. And then Socks, the god that he is. Socks, bless his soul. Yuri, bless his soul. If you guys are here at this point of the pod and you're listening and you have any form of social media that they're on, I don't know if they have a like a public Facebook or whatever. But if you're on Twitter, just tweet at them and just do a heart. Just a heart. That's it. You don't have to say anything. Just tweet a heart at them. Because my God, the garbage that they have to sift through.
Oh my God, to get actual legitimate like feedback
Yeah.
and shit. Jesus Christ.
So this person says that garbage. Socks replies and is like, actually, Ichinose-san answered this in an interview in March 9th. Mind you, the game released March 26th. And then they're like, I still feel like it wasn't communicated well enough. What? He spoke. There's text on the screen and it's in the picture. Can you not read? What else? That is communication. I mean, we could pull out the Webster Merriam, but that's communication, right? So, yeah, it's ridiculous. But Mike, where did your neck go? You look like Kappa Mikey right now.
You are kind of glurking up right now.
Why?
Why? That's it. That's the sentence.
Why?
That's the sentence.
Why?
Why?
Dude, this pod is fucked.
Why?
Episode 7 was meant to be lucky. This was not lucky. Jesus
There's
Christ.
777 right here.
Why?
God damn it.
Why are gamers such Karens? Why?
Dude.
Gamers
I don't
suck,
know.
man. Gamers
They
suck.
do. Real bad. Real bad. I don't
Gamers
get it.
suck, man. I don't
No
understand
one
it either.
understands the actual like trade of development. They just
At all. I
understand.
think that's it. I think that's the thing is that like most other fields of fandom, like generally speaking, the person on the receiving end understands that as a general person, they can't do what they're consuming, right? Like,
Yeah.
I listen to Kendrick. I know I can't do that. I listen to a crazy ass jazz band, the One Ups or something. I know I can't play a fucking saxophone. I could look at one and I could physically see, I don't know what that does. How do you blow into it to get it to sound like, I know I can't do that. So there's just like a basic general amount of respect when consuming that form of media. Same thing with, movies or whatever. Like, it's a fucking movie. Like, that's a superhero. I know it's a superhero, but how the fuck are they flying? I don't know. They're fucking flying. Like, with games, it's like, this is a CD, I put it in my thing, and I play it. Like, nobody has the concept of, like, hey, there's, like, 800 different things that are going into this. Like, you can't, and, like, yeah, there's credits, but you gotta, that's something that's weird, too. You gotta beat the game to see the credits. I get, again, and I feel like this is another note from the respect that, like, a game has to pull you in the moment you start playing it. So, like, if it doesn't work, then they're gone. So credits aren't ever in the beginning of games. Rarely. There's some games that are like huge, big budget games that play out like movies, where in movies they do that. In TV shows, they do that. They put that stuff in the beginning. Like, hey, look, 800 people made this thing that you're about to watch happen. Like, surprise.
the
Games,
Hideo
just like,
Kojima game.
yeah, they're movies, right? But like most games, you boot it up, you hit start play, and like, here you go, I'm playing this thing. So like from a gamer's perspective, it's like, well, whatever. Like, why isn't this doing everything I want it to do? It's here.
Gamers are like, I can
just a
do
little
this
CD.
better than you can.
Yeah,
I can
that.
do this better.
Okay, go open up a dev kit. Good, have fun. Go right ahead.
I think it comes from the idea that like things change in games, whereas in other industries things don't really change at all. Like if you watch a movie and you're like, man, I didn't like that how that line was delivered. It's like, well, I'm sorry.
That's it.
Like that's how it
Yeah.
is.
Well,
Right?
well,
Whereas in games, it's like, I don't like how this character is balanced. Okay, well then maybe we'll look at it and yeah, we agree it's not balanced very well, so we'll change it up. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like
That's a
gamers
whole
have
thing.
this mentality.
I feel like,
yeah,
and that's part of what I think is a new thing, right? Is this time of games being updated. Mike is about to explode. What are you saying? I can hold it. I'll remember.
remember Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Because of
about it?
how it ended, everybody was like, why did it end like this? They were DMing showrunners, I'll fucking kill you and your family because you wrote this like this. Like it was like, I want you dead because the show didn't end the way I wanted it to end. I can write this
Yeah.
better than you. It's like, what? Why can't you just consume it and be like, well, I didn't like that ending.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it.
yeah.
Well, no, instead it's, I didn't like this ending. Fuck you, motherfucker. You know, like, what the?
Yeah. It's
Huh?
crazy. And I think that's like, well, one, obviously part of the internet, accessibility, like, man, we are fucking podding because this is going right into another topic. Like accessibility, ease of access, and all those kind of things, right? Where we go back, I don't know, 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, like other than like PC games, like you got the game and that was it. Like there was no communication really amongst developers and gamers outside of like, hey, this game's selling really well. And there's a review in this fucking Prima magazine, right? Like, and games weren't games as a service, like totally wasn't a thing, right? When Mike and I were kids, fucking you buy Super Mario World and you play Super Mario World. Like fucking that's it. Like you done with Super Mario World, okay, go fucking play Yoshi's Island. Like that's it. Like you got the game, you play it. If you like it, cool. If you don't, cool. Whatever. You already bought it, so that's it. I mean, I guess you could sell it or something, and you just go play another one. And like that's how games were for the most part. Like patches, like it's I guess just for my age, just the idea of games being updated is still crazy to me. That's why like Monster Hunter being the way it is to so many people, it's like, yeah, what? Why did it take Monster Hunter so long? Like that's just how it should be. But to me, that's like, holy shit, man. Like I started playing this and it was technically in around a time where games could have been updated, but I guess I played Wii games most of the time, which those games didn't get updated. Granted that somewhat of an infrastructure was there, but Nintendo's always kind of a generation behind with that stuff. But like Brawl didn't get an update. Like maybe it did. I think it might have got one for like online or something, but like that's Brawl. That's like Nintendo's biggest fucking IP. Like, okay, they updated it once, right? Like fucking, I don't know, Wii Resort Island, like it's weird shit like that. Like
Wii Resort Island.
Weird ass games like that aren't gonna get updated on the Wii. So like that kind of stuff, just playing a game online was like blowing my mind. And then games getting updated when things that are actually broken get fixed, right? Like you start the game and sometimes it crashes. It's like, okay, cool. That's like that's like truly broken and they fix it. Like that's crazy. Like I remember, there's games we'd play that just had glitches in them and that's just how it was. Like 3U, Charm Tables was a bug. We were just like, oh, that's just the game. You made a save and you can't get evasion 7, 3 slots. Sorry. Oh, okay, that's crazy. It's crazy development. I guess that's just how they did RNG.
I'll make a new character then.
Yeah, and then we learn years later, like, no, that was a bug. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, okay. I would have never known if you didn't tell me. Like, yeah. But now all that kind of stuff is there, so gamers are like, this game, Fortnite did it. Why can't? No, dude, shut up, man. Shut up and play the damn game because you're gonna play it anyway. That's the thing that gets me.
That's my thing.
Dude, you're gonna play it anyway. Play it anyway.
Yeah,
you're gonna play it. So just shut the fuck up.
It's this idea of like, it's like an entitlement thing. I don't know. There was this whole thing of like, scummy games doing scummy things, right?
Yeah,
and manipulating people for money and stuff. And then there was this whole thing of like gamers being like, all right, we can't just let game companies do this. And that was good, right? It was like, yeah, you know what? Tell EA that they suck because they suck. All right. But that mentality has like extended to good games.
Too far.
And good game companies where it's like, it's the same thing we were talking about a little while ago, Sam, about the idea that there are some people on Twitch who feel like their viewership is like a blessing to the streamer. Dude, your $60 and playing of Monster Hunter Rise does not matter that much to fucking Capcom. All right, like you aren't that fucking important, dude. Like relax. It's all good. Doesn't matter that much.
If something's good, one person not liking it isn't gonna break it or make it. One person isn't gonna do that, right? Yeah. If it's bad, it's gonna be more than one person, but it's good. And Monster Hunter, from a generally speaking standpoint, is, again, we're fucking podding, is good. Like, whenever we talk about, Iceborne being our maybe worst Monster Hunter or least favorite, that's compared among Monster Hunter games, right? I'm not comparing Monster Hunter to fucking I Want to Be the Boshi or some shit. It's fucking better than all of that shit. Like, what? It's Monster Hunter. I'm talking about Iceborne compared to GU, compared to Base World, now compared to Rise, compared to Monster Hunter. Not even like Capcom. Like I'm not even comparing Monster Hunter to Mega Man or Street Fighter. Within the top echelon it's already in. again, a perfect example of comparison. When like it's always a debate with Kendrick albums, right? Like Good Kid or Section 80 or To Pimp a Butterfly, and people are like, "Damn, is like Kendrick's worst album." And it's like, okay, I hear that, but you're saying Kendrick's worst album, not
Right.
a shitty album. Like it won a fucking Pulitzer Prize. Like it's an album. It's good. It's him. It's a Kendrick Lamar album. It's not bad. But if I can see how somebody thinks it's Kendrick's worst album, but that's like that's still all the cream of the crop. It's still all the fucking top comparison. Yeah. And I feel that's something that's always so taken out of proportion when somebody's like, because I mean, I'll say it, and it's like, you know, this, I may think Iceborne's the worst Monster Hunter. It's like, oh, but you put 5,000 hours in it. Yes, I did, because it was still Monster Hunter. It's not a bad game. It just wasn't my favorite gameplay loop.
Isn't that kind of like Street Fighter?
I don't know. I don't know enough about Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know.
Well, okay, well,
because what I heard about,
I play a lot of Street Fighter. I don't think 5 is a bad game. I just think that it's probably one of the worst Street Fighter games, though.
What about MVC Infinite? Well, I guess that's not Street Fighter.
See, but even so, like that game had that game had the odds stacked against it so hard. Like, they couldn't get characters. The roster was empty. The gameplay was good, but it was handled like garbage. Like even before it came out, like Chun-Li looked like a, what the fuck was that? Like,
hey, Stinky.
No. Stinky.
Hey, Stinky. Yeah, it was a stinky. But wasn't that game actually pretty good?
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
MVCI
good,
a good game? It was just like looked like shit.
Yeah,
the game was good. Which is all a fighting game is, really. Like,
and then they couldn't get rights to previous characters, so it's just damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like,
yeah,
exactly, right, 100%. But I think it's a similar thing. There's so many examples of it, of a franchise that is good and saying that something is the worst in that franchise isn't saying that something is bad. It's just saying it's not as good as the rest of the fucking franchise, dude. Like,
so
and when you have a franchise that's so good across the fucking board, it sounds harsh, but it's actually an insane compliment. It's like the opposite.
Yeah. It's like, this is good, and it's your worst work, right?
Yeah. He's showing the shirt.
What is going on? Like,
there's no franchise.
City Project Red.
Game.
No, City Project Red made Witcher and stuff, right?
As the company.
It's gonna be a franchise, though. This is why I think that.
Do you think they're making another one?
Yeah, they okay. Because when you think of it this way, before this game even came out, they announced an anime, comic book, all type of shit.
We're talking about Cyberpunk for those who are audio only.
These CDPR doesn't make. They're not like Capcom. They only make like 1 or 2 projects at a time. For like years, so they can't afford to just leave this game high and dry. Like they have to like really fix it. They have to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because if they don't,
they fix it. Do you think they're gonna have enough time to make a 2 when people still care? I don't know. I don't think anybody's gonna care. By the time this game it's like Street Fighter 5, right? Like, that game started rough, but I hear it's a really good game right now. But nobody cares.
Yeah,
I mean, people care. But I'm exaggerating.
But only people who already like invested in it care.
Yeah,
like,
right.
No one
like,
new is coming into this now.
Yeah, and it's good now. But like, it's you know, as far as new people, it's too little, too late. And
it's the same thing with this. It's like it's like a year later, I'll probably return to this game and it'll be much better. Like, people who already heard about how shitty it was on release, they're not gonna come back.
That's it. It's done. Yeah, first impression is sometimes your last impression.
Sadly.
I'm not buying that goddamn game. Like, fuck, I thought it looked cool, but I'm not fucking buying that shit, man. Jesus.
I don't
Yeah.
recommend it unless you were like already an existing fan or whatever. But
Unless
Yeah.
that thing
Other
goes
than
on
that,
sale
like-
for $10 or less on Steam, I'm not buying it. And now if I
Yeah.
buy it on Steam
Yeah.
for $10, it's just to add to my collection of 1,000+ games that I'm never gonna fucking play anyway. Like that's all it is. Hey, let me throw
you
it in
don't
there.
you don't like open world games too much, right? You're not gonna like it.
No, not anymore. The
No, you're
only,
not gonna like
actually, not even anymore. Just in general, only open world game I ever really got into was Deus Ex. But that was like, honestly, Cyberpunk just looks like a Deus Ex that's not Deus Ex. Like I could just go play that. Like that game, Deus
Yeah.
Ex Human Revolution did everything I ever could have wanted in that theme and open world. So it's like, I'm cool. I don't need to have I don't need to be able to see a fucking character's dong and titties. Like I don't need that. It's fine. It's okay.
You
I don't
know,
need
the
that in
funny
my
thing
game.
is like that shit is like so useless. When you take a shower in the game, you have your underwear on.
Yeah.
Like you,
I
you
don't
only
even,
see the private parts on the character screen.
yeah, it's like I don't even need that. I don't even need to see my character take a shower. I'm okay where games like, older school games like got clever and used those types of things as like, oh, this is like a load screen. Like, oh, they're going to take a shower, but it's really just like a load screen for the next part. I don't need to see it. It's fine. Is the game fun? Am I fucking punching shit through walls and strangling this guy's neck and fucking power punching him into the air at stealth and then I disappear as a yes, sick. That's all I need. I don't need those other
That's
shit.
You
my
know-
thing. Yeah, I don't really like real lifey games.
Yeah.
I don't like games where
Oh,
it's like
it's not a life sim though, but I do think that people expected it to be one. That's why there is so much
Yeah.
uproar about it.
yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's like game seems cool, I guess, but it's just that thing where it's like I don't know. I just don't have that interest in like when something like that happens. Some people are like, "Whoa, it's like real life," and that's crazy. But I'm like, man, I
Yeah, it's
don't
like that's
really
never
care about
the
my
draw.
character's dick, man. Like I'm not that fucking don't really care that much. I
Yeah.
guess pop off, but like I don't really care. Like I'm not interested. So it's like I don't know. It's one of those weird situations where it's like not my type of thing. About like shit being super realistic or like even graphics and stuff. I'd rather things be stylized and cool to look at than realistic. But I don't know. I just don't
And
really
even
play
then,
games for that.
That was like another reason why I love Deus Ex 2, because it like there's like a theme that Human Revolution did of like I don't know the time era or something, but it was like the whole game was kind of aesthetically themed after that. So I had like that yellow glow and like the coats they wore were like kind of like Victorian, like that was the theme of all the clothes. And it was like future Detroit, like I think it was Detroit or Chicago or something. And it's like 30 years in the future, but like 30 years in the future, we're not going to be dressing like that. So they kind of did their own theme with it. And I mean, Cyberpunk is that too. But much like I say, when it's like space shit versus like medieval shit, space shit's just not for me, man. I just love medieval stuff. Like give me a iron sword and a shield and it works. And it was like the same thing with like Deus Ex. Like that theming just works for me. Like the cyberpunk stuff is like, I get it. I know the cyberpunk cyber theme cult is crazy, but it just doesn't hit for me. Like aesthetically, even not even like I want to play it. Just in general, like I don't. There's like there's like a bunch of stuff in that theme that's recently come out. I mean, like Fury, which was a completely different game, but the same kind of theme. Like the
Oh yeah, it was Cyberpunk.
I don't know. Yeah, and it was like I didn't play that game for the theme. I played it because the music was sick. The gameplay was at best, but yeah. We had something in there that was leading into the other. Oh, that's what it was. We were talking about accessibility with just gamers having accessibility to things, and as well as what you were saying about the streaming thing. I didn't want to cut that off though, because that was a good topic that we were at about feeling righteous, right? Feeling or not righteous is the word. Entitled. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. And that same thing applies to streaming a lot too. Just content creation, I feel. We can even be more general. And it's just like, man, you could just not watch this. Same way you could just not play this, right? Like, you don't have to feel entitled. And it's always those things that happens like after
What the fuck?
Dude, Lucky 7 episode Lucky 7 is crazy.
This
now.
one might get unlisted in 2 years, bro. Seriously. 2 years down the track, we might get this one off the damn channel. Hey guys, what happened to episode 7? Trust me, you didn't want to see that one. That one didn't go how we thought it was going to go.
This episode's crazy right now. Dude, there's going to be an uncut version of this. This is
What was that?
So 3 years from now when the pod's popping and it's like, oh man, remember back in the day? It's like there's gonna be an uncut episode 7. You're gonna have to.
Dude, we're all fucking in the same room. We're all together, and we're like, you know what? If give us $20 each, and maybe
you get the uncut episode.
Maybe
7.
you'll get uncut episode 7 because this shit is something else, man. Seriously, holy fuck.
I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about, but it's fine.
Accessibility.
Entitled fucking Twitch gamers,
entitled
man.
people. Yeah. Yeah, and it's the same thing. I feel like that happens with growth, right? Because you start off and people are like, oh, whatever, new person, cool. And then they grow and grow and more people become a fan or whatever. And then things change, as everything does. That's just fucking life. Things change and you don't like the change. It's like, well, you can't do that because I've been here since whenever. It's like, okay, well, you can leave whenever too. Nobody's holding you hostage. You could just stop if you don't like something anymore. And that is actually, it's easy. It sounds crazy. It sounds hard. It's easy. You could just stop. I used to be the biggest fucking Smash fan ever. Like, huge. Maybe not, I can't say bigger than Monster Hunter because I was a kid and I didn't have money, so I couldn't buy things to show that I was a huge Smash fan like I do with Monster Hunter. But it was up there. And then the game stopped being fun. So I just stopped playing it.
There it is.
I don't play it anymore.
So easy.
That's it. Same thing goes with just content creation in general. Hey, you folks watching the podcast now, you're like, man, this is cool. They're getting started. This is cool. It's popping. I like it. Seeing the growth. Episode fucking, I don't know, 102 or something. I don't like them anymore. That's fine. Go watch a different
Sick of it. Sick of Tom complaining about everything. Sick of these idiots. Sick of them.
Yeah.
They suck. And that's all right. That's cool. You can leave. It's all right. And you can come back in 40 episodes. It doesn't matter. It's like there is no like permanent like tattoo nature of content. If you don't want to be involved with it, then don't be involved with it. If you don't like a game, don't play the game. If you don't like a stream anymore, stop watching the fucking stream. It's so easy. Like, it's so fucking simple. There's no need to be so vocal about it. It's like, just don't be involved with it. Or do.
Yeah.
It's a choice. You can choose. You're allowed to choose.
And it's like, there's just so much of it, like, again, with just Twitter in general. And I know we say a lot of shit about Twitter, but there's a lot of really funny stuff on it too, which is why I feel most of us use it, because I laugh a lot more at Twitter than I facepalm at it. But man, like, if it honestly, other than my friends and awesome Japanese people, when I see somebody talk about Monster Hunter, I kind of just scroll past it now. If it's not a friend or it's not somebody who's Japanese doing some awesome shit, I don't want to see it, because you're probably complaining about charms and talismans, or it bug tree, or I hacked talismans in and now people think I'm a cheater. Oh, you are, but it doesn't matter because it's your game. So play it how you want. Who cares? Like, that's it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm cool. You could just not do that. You could just not play the game or play the game. Shut the fuck up. That's fine. Shut up. Like, that's also an option. Watch the stream and shut up. You could just watch and how many things can you do? All right, so here's step 1. Get a second monitor, all right? All of you, everybody here. If you don't have 2 monitors, get a second one. Does everybody here have a second monitor? I'm assuming you do. If you don't, yeah, get off the pod right now. So
I mean,
sorry.
I got a mounted TV. Does that count?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Perfect. You got 2 monitors, Stompy?
I can move you right there.
Oh,
check it out. Ready?
All right.
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
That means
there you go. So put on a stream, and if you have the idea that you're like, hey, I'm gonna say something shitty, and he's probably not gonna enjoy it, just take the tab and swipe it over to the other screen, and just keep doing what you were doing on that main one.
There it is.
Just leave it open over there. Chances are, if you're returning to this stream, something funny is going to happen, or something cool is going to happen, or the reason you're returning to that stream is going to happen. You don't always need to talk. That's a thing.
Dude, the best Twitch viewers are the motherfuckers who just sit there and say nothing. Those are the best. Lurkers,
this is something
are the
for
best.
Me, I've been saying since day one. Like, maybe that's why it took me fucking, I don't know, 7 years or whatever to get partnered. Because I've never, ever, ever shunned lurkers. I love it. Come through, just lurk, just chilling. Hey, Sammy, how's it going? Just lurking. Cool, man. Keep the lurk up. Keep the lurk strong.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep doing what you're doing. It's fine. It's totally fine. That's actually something that happened at work. I usually do like contracted calls for my job, but I guess I'm going to be doing kind of more like somewhat customer facing calls. One of my other coworkers used to do them, and they were like, "Oh, well, it's Sam. We have you do it." And I was like, "Oh, like what's the problem?" He's like, "The other guy, like, he's okay with work, but he like talks too much." And like, he was like, I was like, "Yeah, I know, I don't talk." I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, get it. Great. Awesome. If you need somebody to not talk, I'm your guy." That's me. I'm at work. I don't want to talk to any of you. I'm not here to talk to you. I'm not here to be friends with you. I'm not here to associate, fraternize. I'm here to get a fucking paycheck. Sometimes not talking is great. I know this is a podcast and we're all talking here, and I stream and I talk there. But sometimes it's okay to not talk. And
I agree.
As a viewer, sometimes it's okay to not talk. As a gamer,
shut up every now and then. That's all it is.
Sometimes it's okay to not talk. Yeah.
Just shut the fuck
Just
up.
set a little challenge. Shut the fuck up at least once a day. That's what I'm saying. All right, at least once a day.
Challenge.
Think to yourself, I'm gonna shut the fuck up, and then you don't.
Yeah, I did that today.
Whether
on Twitter,
easy.
I typed a tweet out, and I was like, not sending that one.
Shut the fuck up.
Deleted it.
You know, on Twitter, I can't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I noticed that one for real. You're a fucking
Mike.
yapper on Twitter, man. You're yapping.
He goes off. Every couple hours, I see a new Mike tweet.
Dude,
that's
the
why I didn't
hand
see.
was so funny.
That's why I didn't see whatever Tompy did on Twitter, because it was Mike was
Dude.
flooding the feed.
That was a good tweet too. I went crazy on that damn Wrath of Lowe's, man. Come on. Motherfuckers still ain't seen that shit. Jesus.
Mike goes off. Yeah, put some of them tweets in the PVC pod Twitter.
Yeah.
Once every fifth.
I need to do
This
that.
man
Even
goes
Val
off.
says I tweet too much. Like she has like the fucking Apple Watch. Every time I tweet, she like gets a fucking vibration.
Fuck
She's like
that.
she's like at work, like, yo, can you shut the fuck up on Twitter? Like, I'm like, yo, I'm getting this engagement. Like, let me work.
Oh,
here.
yo,
I'm gonna-
getting this
dude.
engagement up.
I gotta be,
Work.
dude. I love you to bits, Mike. You're one of the funniest people I know. But I gotta be honest with you, dog. In fact, I'm just gonna show you. Check this out.
Oh man, what is that?
What's that say at the
Wait.
bottom?
Wait, what is this? Oh. Really?
I mean, look. While we're on the topic, I'm not gonna lie about it. All right, I got you muted on my Twitter. There's just a level of like,
Oh my god.
there's a lot of
What'd I
tweets,
do?
man. Too much is what you did. Too much, just too much for me. My Twitter is pretty curated, all right, and I followed you back, and I was like, man, that's a lot of tweets from that's a lot of Mike tweets. Maybe I'll just for a little bit mute him, just for a little bit. I gotta be honest about it. I'm sorry.
Hey,
man.
see, this is the thing though, right? Look at that. Even we're the homies, sometimes you gotta mute the homie and it's cool.
You gotta.
That's why I don't
you
understand the whole blocking thing and then screenshotting it and like like, dude, just mute him and move on. Or just unfollow him. Oh yeah, make
Yep.
a whole fucking big deal out of it. Like we're joking
Uh-huh.
around and shit and content or whatever. But like when people are like serious about that shit, it's like, dude, it's like, oh, I can't stand this person. Just fucking mute him and keep it moving.
I know Cups was like, man, if he don't shut the fuck up about Cyberpunk, and he unfollowed me for a while.
There it is,
I
dude.
was
That's
like,
the homie,
man.
right? It is what it is.
I'm getting tired of this shit. Yeah, for a good month, I would not shut the fuck up about
Dude,
Cyberpunk.
I remember. I was like, all right, man, I'm just scrolling past this shit. I don't know what he's talking about. The game's good still. Don't listen to I don't know what he's on about. That's the homie, so I'm gonna just scroll past it. But I don't know what he's on about. Power, brother. Keep it going, I guess. I don't know, man. Nobody likes this game, but I'm glad you do. I'm glad you're happy. And it was just like, all right, I'm scrolling past this, but hey, do you?
That's it.
And
sometimes you
that
just gotta
too.
hit the mute. That's all right.
You
It's
can
no
hit the
issue.
mute or just scroll past it sometimes. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
No worries, man. It's all
Dude,
easy.
I had a banger tweet earlier today, and I feel like people just scroll past it. It was a funny meme.
I didn't see it.
Streaming. Wendy's was streaming Monster Hunter. Like the fast food company.
I saw that.
They were streaming Monster Hunter, and I was like, that's crazy. Oh, yeah, there you go. Mike was right there with it, too. And I quote tweeted it with the trade offer meme, which is one of my favorite memes, by the way.
It's
as a
very
new one.
funny. I receive, you receive. Very funny.
Yeah, I love the trade offer meme. The guy's face looks great. The pose, it's just a good format of a meme. And I was just like,
Agreed.
I was like, I made this on my phone at work too. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a fucking spicy one. Fucking didn't hit. It didn't hit. It was a dud. But I was like, hey man, I thought this shit was funny. But you know,
man,
sometimes
got 35 likes.
what
That ain't
the
bad.
35?
It's all right, bro.
Yeah.
You coughed and got 2.5K.
It's a good point. But that's a cough.
True. I mean, coughs are a different tier. But hey,
Coughs are like
man,
Kendrick albums, bro.
Coughs are like Kendrick albums.
Coughs are a lot like Kendrick albums.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for a cough to miss, honestly. When a cough's not funny.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
always
They
funny.
don't really miss that much. It's not
Yeah.
much effort. I could throw a cough right now and get a giggle. It's just that easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coughs they're good, man. New coughs just dropped.
I
Tap
don't-
in.
I don't know why they're so funny. But yeah, I was like, I receive unlimited supply of burgers, nuggets, frosties, and fries. You receive Wex 2 charm. Trade offer.
That's good.
Yeah. I was like, I thought that was a good move.
That's a
Yo,
bang.
why the
Dude,
fuck was Wendy streaming Monster Hunter though?
What?
Why were they streaming that?
Maybe they like Monster Hunter. Whoever
Maybe
runs
they do.
The social media account.
There's a lot
What
of
the
MH
person-
stuff.
Did you
dude.
did you see the stream? Like, what did the person look like?
Oh, they didn't have a cam. They had an ad of honey butter
it should have
chicken
been
biscuit on the corner.
Wendy. Should have been Wendy.
Wendy V Trooper,
I'm gonna be
dude? Can you
honest.
imagine?
I was expecting to pull up and see badass Wendy sitting there in some pigtails.
Mhm.
I was ready. But
Full V
instead I
Trooper
got a
spec,
honey-
bro. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, Wendy
Yo,
V2.
why don't they do that? Yo, what the
that's
fuck?
Hey, Wendy's, look. Just give us a little sponsorship. Look at what we giving out. Look at this. Just hit us with a couple vouchers. You know, is Wendy's
8 bits do as well. What is
Yeah.
No, we don't have
Oh.
Wendy's here. We do have
Oh,
Wendy's, but
okay.
they're only
Man,
serve hot dogs.
no, I bought your fucking controller. I got the fucking brick. Like,
Hey, look at that. I got the Pro 2. I wasn't going to talk about it because they need to
Couple
fucking
boys.
put some goddamn respect on it. But hey,
They really
got-
do gotta give us a damn sponsorship. What the fuck is going on with this shit? Why am I using this for free?
look at that.
Pro 2,
Pro 2.
baby. Mine's
Damn,
Pro
it's a
Plus.
good
I gotta
controller,
get a new
too.
one.
a
Actually, you know
good
what? I'm
controller.
not getting the new one. I'm not gonna buy it until they fucking give us them. Give me one. I'm gonna
All
add
right,
them
I don't
right
know
now.
about all that.
give it to me.
I mean, it's still a good controller.
Fucking assholes. Jesus.
Give it to me.
Just a bunch of assholes.
Yeah. I don't know where we got to. We were just fucking going off right there. That was where are we? Oh man, we're almost at. Yeah, we should probably just get to let's get to questions. Man, there was all right, we were like two days before today. There was nothing on this fucking docket. Zero. Zilch. I had bruh versus bro. That's not even a fucking topic. Why did
I saw
why
that and I
did-
was like, man, we are
that's
getting
wait.
desperate. Jesus.
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Nope, we're not doing it. That's a shitty topic. And
It
you
is.
guys need to call shitty topics out, all right? I won't be offended.
Bro.
If I put
No,
some shit
my
in there
plan
and you're
was-
like,
Dude,
Bruh.
my whole plan was if he actually brings this up, I'm gonna make fun of him. I wanted you to try it. I was like, if he tries this, I'm gonna fucking clown him because this is a stupid topic. That is not content, dude.
Shitty topic.
Jesus.
It's definitely not content. But then something happened,
Wait.
and then we just Mike,
worries.
no, we're not doing it. No,
But I got something.
Let him
Oh
go,
my
bro.
God.
He's like a dog.
Alright,
Let him
whatever.
go.
Real quick.
Take the leash off.
So, it's not even a versus. It's more like a situational kind of thing, right? So, if I'm talking to, a friend and I'm being serious and I'm like, bro, this is what happened. Bro, I gotta tell you something, But if I'm just like mellow and just, I don't want to be stupid, I'm like, bruh. Like if someone does something stupid, I'm like, bruh. Like, it's natural. Bruh, what are you doing? But if we're having a serious conversation, bro, let me tell you what happened the other day, bro.
Bro.
it's
Like
Bro.
you
I
don't say you don't say bruh seriously. That sounds dumb.
Hey.
You don't be like, yo, bro, let me tell you something. No, it don't work that way.
Bruh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever said
Look.
bro before. It sounds weird coming
See,
out of my
that-
mouth, but I love
that's
it,
what
bro.
I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. All right, we're here. All right, you can't clown me on this one. Mike spearheaded this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mike
Sure.
spearheaded this one. I was gonna leave it, but we're here now, so fuck it. I never say bruh. It feels weird to say bruh to me. Like it feels, I don't know, it's just off. I just say bro. But the thing that's funny, and maybe this might be a little spicy, but fuck it. I'm here to talk about whatever I want to talk about. I feel like you go back, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, maybe even further, when I was in like high school, it was like white skater kids were the ones who said like bro, like dude, bro,
Yeah, I
all that
remember
kind of
that.
stuff. And then like black people, we say like it was bruh. It wasn't even like bruh. It
Yeah,
was like bruh.
bruh.
Like come on, bruh.
Bruh.
And then somehow it like flipped. Like I don't say that
Yep.
shit. It feels weird to me to say anything but bro. Like bro, like what's
Bro.
up, bro? Like what are you doing, bro?
I'm a fan
Like,
of
that's
dog
just-
too. I think dog is good.
Yeah, dog as well. Yeah, that's a classic. But like now,
Dog's good.
like there's so much. I see fucking 14-year-olds on Twitter and TikTok like bruh, and I'm like,
Bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
it's
get it, man.
weird. It's weird,
get
it.
man. It's just weird how that has flipped, and I'm sure there's a larger, deeper, darker societal thing happening there, race,
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. But just on the high level, I was just like, because I think like Heather said bruh to me one day, not like seriously, because I think she said it to me one time seriously, and I just looked at her weird, and she was like, all right, I don't think that was cool. Not like offensive. Like I wasn't offended. Like you shouldn't be saying that, but it was just
like that was lame.
it's weird.
That's lame. Stop. That's a lame thing that you just said just then. Yeah, I get you.
So like she only says it like sarcastically joking. But I was just like, why is that weird? Why does it? And that was another thing too. I was watching a interview of Cameron. He was doing an interview on like something, and like the whole time, all he said was bro.
Bro.
And it was just like, just bro. And I'm just like, that just
Shit
sounds,
switched, man.
yeah, I don't know. It was just really interesting to me. And I'm in there too. I only say bro. I never really say bruh or even bruh anymore.
But you know
if
what?
I said,
You go, Mac. It's all good.
you sure?
Let me think about it. Yeah. You can do it. You go.
If I said bro in junior high school, I would have been like, yo, what you mean, bro? What do I look like? I'm not your bro, dude. Like, what
Yeah,
the
exactly,
fuck?
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
that's how it was.
That's what I'm saying. That's how, like in high school, bro was reserved for the skater boy dudes. Like that was it.
You
No people
skateboarding
said
now,
bro.
bro? Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah,
Get
it's
that
like
shit
one of
out here,
these.
bro.
Yeah, you hit him with one of these. Let's get out of here, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel you.
exactly. You got your Etnies or your Vans. But
Yeah,
that's crazy
let's
too,
get outta here,
right?
bro.
Like everybody wears Vans now, right? Like that's not like a skater thing.
Yeah. It used to be, though.
Yeah, it did. It definitely used to be. There's a crazy fucking floater hair or something that totally caught me. I was like, what the fuck is in my face?
Why am I
but
looking up?
Yeah, I wasn't just zoning out. There was something floating over my face right there. But yeah, it's just crazy how those kind of things change. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what it means. I mean, I could probably spend some time on it and think about it, but it was just something that popped in my head. And I was like, yeah, I'm throwing the docket. There's nothing there. And now we had 8 million things on the docket. And I didn't think we were going to talk about it. And now we did.
And we did.
So more content.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike, for that.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. Now we have other things on the docket to save. Because there's a lot here, and we're quite a bit in, and we still got a question to get to.
Yeah, we'll run this question.
But yeah, so we're at the questions part of the pod. Oh, sorry about that. We're at the questions part of the pod. So for those watching on the Twitch or the YouTube, if you're listening on audio, you can hop over to the YouTube. And you can leave a comment, leave a question, something for us, anything. It could be anything. Doesn't have to be video game related. It could be food related, which we didn't talk about what we ate.
Because I woke up 20 minutes before we started,
Oh,
bro.
you did. That's why.
We had nothing.
Machine gun. Tompy ate
Yeah.
nothing. I had too much Chick-fil-A. What'd you have, Mike?
I have a
Pizza.
stove deep pizza.
Yep, there it is.
Okay.
Every fucking time. Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous. It's fucking insane.
Every time.
I'll answer it for you next time. It's all good. Yeah, stove deep pizza. Every time. Every time.
Oh
man.
shit! But this time I got pineapple on it. Too,
Cool.
so.
Oh, my
Dude,
God.
that whole pineapple on pizza craze was stupid. Let motherfuckers
Dude.
have what they want to have. I don't give a fuck.
I gotta
let them
All right,
eat.
I don't know if I've ever come clean on it. I gotta come clean. I was in that. I used to be, sometimes you're dumb. Sometimes you grow up, but in order to grow up, you have to be small and stupid. I was stupid. I used to be in the, no, you can't put pineapple on pizza. That used to be me. I used to get so angry for no fucking reason. Like, who cares,
for nothing.
dude?
For nothing, man.
No.
And then, like, there was one day where I was like, dude, it's not my pizza. I don't fucking care, dude. Put
Dude,
whatever
I
you
was
want.
I was in
like
a
that
similar
still.
boat, man. I was in a
Yeah,
similar
it's
boat. I
crazy.
was like, man, just put pepperoni on it. It's the best. And then my friend was like, would you get angry at me for putting tomato on my burger? And I was like, nah, some people don't like tomato. And he was like,
Hell
there you
yeah,
go.
man. Fuck tomatoes.
It was like, there you go. It is what it is. Just live
Yeah.
and let live. And my life changed a lot that day.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, this is
Yeah.
bigger than pizza. There's a lot of things in my life that I shouldn't judge so much. You know?
Yeah. And pepper and,
I used
and
to-
pineapple on pizza is definitely
That's one
not
of them, man.
one of them. Like,
Dude,
do
I used
whatever
to
the
meet
fuck you want,
people
man.
and look at their shoes first. I really used to do that. I
Dude,
used to look at what
same.
shoes they wore.
I used to do
and
that too.
I would make my assessment on them based on the shoes they wore. That whole conversation with that guy wasn't just pizza, bro. I changed. I'm a different man.
Wait a
now.
minute. I like to wear black leather Converses.
That's
Would you
all
judge
good.
me?
No, not at all.
No. Hey, whatever.
Not at all.
Like, would I judge you in when I was a judgy little stupid person, or like now? Because I don't give a fuck now.
Back then, if you saw that.
No,
No,
even back then,
no.
I had Converses too. I wore a lot of
Cons
Converses.
are cool. My thing
Yeah.
was like if you went to Kmart and bought an $8 pair of
Yeah.
canvas shoes,
Like that
then
kind of
it's like,
stuff.
Oh no. You know what? I still do that shit. I'm sorry.
That's all good. Cause my thing is, dude, it doesn't matter. It's like that motherfucker
Because
is
it's like,
Hey man,
just
it's
wearing
like
the kicks that he can afford.
if I was
it's all
like,
good, man.
if I was like, you want to go to Target and get clothes, and I'm like, why the fuck would I buy clothes from Target?
yeah, right.
does that?
That's my wave too.
Hey.
That's 100% my wave too.
I used to be like that,
Target?
and so I was the same way, right? Like, nah, I can't. I gotta get good stuff. And then like there was some point in college where like it was like cool to like video games and shit, and like people didn't look at you weird, and like I could find a girlfriend and still outwardly like video games, and I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I went to a fucking Hot Topic because that's the first place we all find video game shirts, and I found a Sonic and Tails shirt that I still have, and I was like, holy shit, this is a t-shirt I could just buy, and it's $15, and it has my video game favorites on it, and it looks pretty cool. It looks cool, so I'm gonna buy
Yeah.
that. And then I was like, you know what, fuck, whatever. And then places started having cool, like Walmart, you started having like cool shit. I was like, oh, fuck it. Like half of my dad hat collection that at least every other time I wear a dad hat on stream, somebody's like, man, that's a really dope hat. Fucking $5 at Walmart, man. Fuck that shit. If it looks dope and you like it, get it, wear it, rock it. Who cares where it's from?
Dude, I had a homie who said, because our Walmart is Kmart, right? He was like, I was saying this to him, right? I got a beanie. He said, that was a nice beanie. I'm like, yeah, it was $2.50 at Kmart. And he was like, man, Kmart never gets cool. You just get old. And I was like, that's a stupid thing that you just said.
Fuck that.
I was like, that's the stupidest thing you ever said in your life. There is some lame shit there. Don't get me wrong. All right. But
Yes.
like this beanie, you literally just said, hey, nice beanie. And now the fact that I told you it was $2.50 is not a nice beanie anymore. You're dumb and stupid. Dumb and stupid. But I do like
Yeah.
that quote. Kmart doesn't get cool. You just get old. I think that's pretty
That
fair.
is a good quote, though.
Walmart doesn't
Dude,
get
it's
cool.
a dad
you just
hat
get
with a
old.
burger on it. It's that white and blue one I have with like the speckles and the one like cool slice of pizza. That was $5
Yeah.
at Walmart. That's dope, and it's super
That's a
comfy.
dope hat. That's right. You know what I mean? But then there's me. I got my butter fucking dad hat. That shit cost me $40. For what?
Crazy. Crazy.
Damn.
For what?
Crazy.
Is my question. For what? The same
Dude,
hat.
that same thing. I got all these sports hats. I don't give a shit about sports. Fucking $50 a pop. What the fuck?
What the
Stupid.
fuck?
Yeah, Phillies hat, $50. Fucking Yankees hat, $50. I'm a fucking
Why do you
idiot.
do that?
Dude, it was an addiction, man. I
You
mean,
know
it's still
what?
an addiction, but it's a smart addiction now.
Fuck
That's
the
good,
Yankees.
man. Love a hat. Hats
Every
and
time I
shoes,
see
man.
these motherfuckers, they never win. Always a
Wait.
waste. The last baseball game I went to, we didn't even stay. We were like, oh, they losing. Let's just go.
We're not.
You done with the hot dog? Okay, let's go. We
Yo,
out.
you
We
done with the
got-
glizz? Let's get the fuck
like,
out of here,
we-
man.
come on, we
Jesus
outta here.
Christ.
Let's go do something
Out
else.
of here.
Fair enough. Let's get this question done, man. Jesus.
Yeah. This
God
is
damn.
the best pod on earth. I don't care what anybody says. Look at that. Look at
Yeah.
the content you got here. And we got, there's content in the clip. I need a gunshot audio for right there. We got, how, here, we take that. That's the best I got
just
right
pretend.
now.
Just pretend that's a
Yeah, just-
fucking gat. Fucking
Yeah,
hit.
just popping. Because the docket was fat today. There was a lot on there still.
Yeah, we got some other stuff, bro, for next week though.
Yeah.
Seriously. We got some good stuff.
But yeah, let's get to this question. So from Kijo Games, again, if I didn't explain it as well before, you can drop a question on either the live stream when we're watching this on my stream or on the YouTube, and you drop some questions about anything. That's where we were going. I was saying it doesn't have to be games. It could be food. It could be music. It could be art. It could be about building a desk. It could be about your favorite size of drinking glass. It doesn't matter. Anything.
Yeah.
And we'll answer it if it's not a shitty one. If it is,
I was
we'll
also
probably tell you it
thinking
stinks.
maybe drop a pod questions channel in your Discord, Sam. Because pretty much everyone who watches the pod is in that Discord. And if they think of one 3 days after the pod, they can be like, you know what? Chuck it in. Just chuck it.
Yeah.
And then we can just stack them up. We can do like 3 a week and all good. Easy money.
Yeah, that's a good point. I will do that too. So there you go. By the time you hear this, there's gonna be a pod questions channel.
Chuck it
and
in there if
there's
you want
not,
to.
I'm making it right now while we're watching the stream. So there's that.
Easy money.
But yeah, we got a question from Kijo Games and Things last week, saying, I don't know if someone asked this yet, but oh fuck, all right, this is gonna be a long pod.
Yeah, well, I
what
got
do
an
you
answer
think
for this.
would be a good new weapon for MH? And we've talked about this 1,000 times, but I don't think we've talked about it on the pod. I already have an answer. I'm gonna save it for last. So one of you guys go first.
I've been thinking about this one, man. I know what you're gonna say, Sam.
Yeah.
And I have the same one, right? I'm gonna leave it though. You can do this one because you've been preaching this one since I want to say like fucking 3U. This is the
Yeah,
first time
3U,
I heard you
4U.
talking about this
Yeah.
one. Like this is all you, right? So I was thinking there must be another one I can think of. I like Dancer a lot in FF14. I like it has like chakrams, like little blade circles that they hold, and they do dance moves and they buff their party. I think that'd be cool. I think it solves the 2 biggest issues with MH right now. Number one, the fact that there aren't enough range classes. I don't really like range classes in MH, but the fact that if you love them, you got 3 choices and that's it. It's kind of stupid. So get some throwable chakrams in there. Got some range, and you also got some support. Another support class aside from Horn. You know, you got fucking cool range shit, and then you do like some dances, and those dances buff your team. Maybe you could have a cool thing where it's like if you have a Horn and a dancer, both of their buffs become stronger. That could be cool. Some cool
That would be
synergy
really cool.
in the team.
Yeah,
That'd be
playing
fun.
music and they're dancing to it. Yeah.
Right, that'd be really cool. Just and how it works in FF is like it's just like a Simon Says game. It's like you press your dance, and then it's like on the screen it has like red, blue, yellow, green, and then you type where you press red, blue, yellow, green, and it's random every time. Could do the same thing with MH. Have like 1, 2, 1 plus 2. That's your dance, and it buffs everyone. And it could be cool, man. I don't know. Have like a little meter that fills up as you attack, and when the meter fills up, you can do a dance and buff everyone up. Different chakrams have different dances. Could be cool. I don't know. I like the idea of it. It won't happen because it's too similar to FF14. But I would like that. That'd be a cool class. I would still just pretty much only play Insect Leaf, but I think a lot of people would like that. I'd be about that. That'd be cool.
Like a faster pace, like a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like dual blades but ranged, right? So it's like you run around fast as hell, you're pretty quick, you don't do very much damage, but you throwing them around, do some cool just frames that if you like call them back when they hit the monster at the right time, it like does a little bit of extra damage or something. It could be cool. I don't know. I like that idea. Some chakrams. Give me some chakrams.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I actually haven't heard that one before. That'd be really cool.
Me neither. I mean, that'd be a pretty cool one.
Yeah. What do you think, Mike? What new weapon?
Tonfas.
Oh,
yeah.
Not, I mean, no. Yeah. It's not
your choice.
But yeah.
The Tonfas, and don't make it like Frontier, because Frontier is like crazy.
Would you actually
okay, so
like
you're just talking about the actual Tonfas, not bring Frontier Tonfas over. Like
no, I don't want
Tonfas
them to bring Frontier Tonfas.
Oh, okay.
Bring it.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I want to punch things.
Yeah.
Even though Sword and Shield is getting close to that, because you're literally punching shit with your shield now.
Yeah.
So
you do a fucking right hook. It's literally a right hook.
You do a lot of those shits.
Yeah, you fucking punch the shit out of a monster's head with SNS.
Or maybe Gunblade or something. Like a Gunblade.
Yeah, like Gunblade
I
from
think
FF.
a Gunblade would be really cool.
Similar deal
like,
to
the
Gun
thing
Lance,
that's crazy
but
is
quick.
like Gunblade's a thing in other games that are either kind of similar or like inspired. Like PSO is like I think PSO has like always had a Gunblade, and like that's definitely an inspiration for Monster Hunter. So it's kind of, and now we have Gun Lance, but like a one-handed kind of thing, not like
in my head I'm
beefy
thinking
thing.
like, you know how like Lance and Gun Lance are pretty much the same weapon, but one shoots shit.
Yeah.
I would think a similar thing to like a longsword, right? So it's pretty much just a longsword. In terms of its core moveset, you have like overhead, thrust, and then upsweep. But then you have shots in between it, and then you would get rid of like, the spirit slash and all that sort of stuff, and you would replace it with like a shot counter and some shells and stuff like that. And yeah, it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. I think those weapons are hard to balance. Even Gun Lance and Lance have that issue.
Gun Lance is always going through fucking weird shit.
Yeah, because it's that thing of like, how do you differentiate between the two? How do you say if you play Gun Lance, just play Lance, or if you play Lance, just play Gun Lance? But I don't know. I think MH needs more weapons, man. It's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't need them. Like for new players, it's fine, but it's the most exciting thing, right? It's like when a fighting game adds a new character. It's like, I don't want to play Lydia in Tekken. She's a new character, but I love hearing everyone's opinions. I love seeing all the new tech. I love seeing the combos and that being refined. I love seeing that stuff. So I would love to play, like if the ultimate version of Rise has like 2 new weapons, even if I'm not interested in playing them, I would love to see like people just go crazy on them and learn them because, it's even
been
now,
5 years.
Yeah, dude. Like IG is the same as it was. There's some new stuff and there's some cool shit, but it's like you really fundamentally got the same weapon, But then I think back to For You and everyone discovering like kinset cancels and like all that sort of stuff, and that was really cool, right? Everyone discovering GPs with CB was super cool. Like, I really want to go through that again. I want to see people discover cool new shit. What's up, Celine?
Yeah. Celine vibing.
Off.
All right. Give us the fucking boomerang spiel, Sam. Come on. Give me that shit.
Anybody who's asked me this question already knows my answer, man. I want the big ass.
Give me a boomerang.
Great sword.
Yeah.
From Inuyasha. What's her name?
I get it. Because it's like Japanese like, right?
What?
Sure.
No. Oh my god.
I mean, it's a Japanese game, and every other weapon is Japan inspired.
Sango.
Like, give us that shit, man.
I want a big
old
boomerang. The designs are like, I can see half of the monsters' designs already.
Just the giant shuriken for Naga.
Big ass shuriken for Naga. The Wrath wings. Raytheon wings.
So easy.
Like Tigrex claws at the end.
Dude, fucking
his
just
head,
2
like
big old... Yeah, 2 Barioth tusks and a little handle in the middle.
Two
like,
big
so easy, man. 2
the
Glavenus
designs
tails.
Yeah,
It's infinite.
The
It's so
designs are
easy. It's
easy.
free.
and
I'll do them.
and we never had a detachable weapon. So like it'd be like you throw it out and it would take a while to go out and to come back. So you'd have like 2 movesets basically, kind of like Charge Blade, how you have, or Switch Axe, how you have your sword and shield mode and your axe mode, or your sword mode and axe mode. So and then this would also solve the punching part, because everybody wants punching weapons in Monster Hunter. I don't really care about punching weapons, but this would be a really interesting place to put punching in. You throw out the boomerang, it takes forever. It does its basically greatsword level spins slowly, and while it's out, you're punching shit, and you could like just frame like your punches for like when the boomerang comes back, and you could like use it as a shield, like if you just frame it like while it's coming back, kind of like a guard point. It's like you throw it out,
what the
boomerang's
devil may
doing
cry
huge
is
damage,
this?
and then you're like, dude, look at Charge Blade. Imagine if somebody explained the concept of Charge Blade before it was in the weapon. You have this sword and shield, but you can slash, and then the sword charges up. But if it charges up too much, you'll bounce. And then you have to put that sword into the shield, and then it gets energy. But then you have to do a certain input, and you turn
That's
around,
some DMC
and then the
shit.
shield
Yeah,
is
you're
not
right.
I would have
charged
been
up.
like, what the
I mean,
fuck
same thing
you
with
talking?
same thing with IG, man. Like you have a bug, and the
Yeah.
bug goes onto the monster, and it gets a certain color, and then you get the color into you, and you get stronger and have a different moveset. It's like that's some fucking DMC shit.
But
man.
it's
You want a
different-
bug
the spots
stick?
are
What
different
kinda-
on different
Bug
monsters,
stick.
and you got to learn. Yeah, like so. Monster Hunter is not past doing crazy stuff, but the thing is, me explaining it sounds way crazier than what it is, because that's what I'm saying, right? We have a lot of crazy complex weapons of, again, Charge Blade and IG and Switch Axe is up there too. Those are the 3 latest weapons, and they're all pretty complex technical weapons. Like physically looking at the weapon, like you have this crazy morphing Switch Axe and this crazy sword and shield, and like the IG is simple, but you have literally another bug, like you have another being with you.
Yeah.
But like a boomerang is just a big fucking slab of swing. It's just a big fucking slab. That's
just
it. You just
swing
throw
up,
it.
man. Yeah, I really
Like,
fucking like
it's
that
a-
idea. It's so cool.
It's just a great sword you can fucking throw, and you have 2 movesets. You have your boomerang moveset and your hands. Just hands. And the boomerangs would have
Oh, the
gloves
hands.
that go with that like match. It would be so sick. Or like the
Be
the
awesome.
bar, like if they put like a bar across like here or something, like that comes off when you throw it. So you have like a little staff or something. It could be so sick, man. It'd be so sick. Just a big old boomerang that you throw and you detach from the weapon itself, and you could punch shit or you could do whatever, and like there could be frames when it comes back to you to like block with it. It'd be sick. I've been saying this for years. This is a weapon I would love to see. And like it makes sense in Monster Hunter too, right? Like it seems like something that would be in Monster Hunter.
It'd be
it's just-
cool. Dude, I remember talking about this ages ago. I really wanted like when it's sheathed, it just looks like a great sword, and it has like a little handle here, and then it has like
Yeah.
the boomerang come out, right? And then you throw it not from the middle, but you throw it from the handle, and you like swing it like one of those little things that you play with dogs with. You swing it like that, and the boomerang unsheaths from the handle, and then you just have like a tiny little sword, and then you have like, basically like an SNS moveset with no shield, and that's your other moveset. I like the fists too. Fists could be cool. It's just I love the idea of like there are hella weapons that have 2 movesets. No red buff IG and regular IG, axe mode and sword mode for fucking Switch Axe and CB or whatever. Like we have 2 movesets, but you interchange between the 2, or one is building to the other one, right?
Yeah.
I would love to have one where it's like the 2 of them are working at the same time. So you pick your orientation, your length based on like a charge with the boomerang throw, where it's
And, like,
going,
you
where
move
it's gonna
faster.
hit.
Yeah. Like if you have
I'd
the boomerang in your
also-
hands, you're moving like a great sword, right? But you
Yeah.
throw it, you're doing less damage, but you're moving like sword and shield. So like the monster, you hit the monster, like Mizu, for example. You hit Mizu, she fucking slides across the whole map. You throw your fucking boomerang, it's like slowly going there, spinning while you're running up to Mizu and fucking punching it, and then it comes back and you like do like some animation when you get it back in your hands, and that can like combo into like a swing with the boomerang. It's so sick,
Bro.
man. Now I'm
That
mad it's
sounds
not
like
in the
a
fucking
Devil
game.
May Cry combo video.
That sounds awesome is what it sounds. It sounds sick as
Yes.
fuck. I would also love a fucking mark system, man. I love the idea of marking shit with
Yeah.
IG. It's not really that useful. It's kind of annoying more than anything else. I would love the idea that like you like stab the monster with the boomerang and the boomerang like gets a taste for like the blood of that part of the monster, and then when you throw it, it'll like a certain move will like
homes to
home
that.
in on that part. Yeah, so you can like hit the head with like maybe there's like different boomerangs, like fucking blunt boomerangs and
like
slicing
boomerangs or
and you
cutting.
can-
Yeah.
yeah, be so cool, man. It's such a
Would
cool
be
idea. It makes so much sense. The designs are so easy to fucking think of. Like
Yeah.
it just makes sense. It's an obvious ass weapon. It should be in the game. It's also worth noting it was like designed.
they
like
theorized
Capcom
it,
have made
yeah.
this. They made it in Gen. They also made the little
dog.
rapier with the dog, which I think would be awesome. I
Yeah,
love
which
like
wait a minute,
was
what?
summoner.
Palamute.
Yeah, I love
there's
summoner type
concept
stuff.
art around Gen where they had a boomerang weapon and they had a hunting hound. And it
Yeah.
was like the boomerang was basically what I was saying. They didn't like show the moveset without the boomerang, but it was a fucking big ass monster hunter boomerang. They threw it and it looked like a slower weapon. And then they had a concept art of a hunter with like a little kind of like Wind Waker thing.
Yeah, like a
and they would
wand type
like
deal.
a
It's like small.
yeah, like a wand.
Oh, you
yeah.
mean like a summoner from PSO or something?
Yeah, kind of, but
yeah,
yeah,
like summoner.
more like a
Yeah.
more rapier size though. So it was like a sword.
Yeah, it was big. It was big.
Yeah, it was like
Monster Hunter
it was like
size.
a rapier, but almost like a
you like
conductor
you
stick.
would tell the dog what to do,
Yeah.
and it would like attack and stuff. And we
So
basically had
it's a
that now.
ranged
That's
weapon.
Palamute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool. But definitely like it's kind of Palamute, but like it's not. I would love that weapon
Yeah.
because I love like the thing that drew me to IG was the idea of having a bug that you control.
Yeah.
Which I really want to talk about how good the bugs are in fucking Rise. Maybe we'll do it next week. It's so
yeah,
fucking
we got
perfect,
yeah,
bro.
we got to write that. We got to write that one down because it's.
Yeah.
I've watched more of IG. Yeah, we got to talk. We haven't talked about Narwa yet. Since you fought Narwa, that was you already
Yeah.
fought Narwa last pod. Yeah. So we got. See, I'm saying we got content. But yeah,
Next week, bro. Next week.
Next week we got more as expected. Should be I think we're gonna be doing Sunday releases, I think, for the time being. This is comfy Friday.
Yeah, pretty comfy.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, I think that is going to wrap up episode 7. Somehow we do it every time. I'm always like, I don't know how this one's gonna go, and then it goes great. Y'all are amazing. Thank you to honestly episode 7, just doing something with somebody for this long. Again, I haven't done a collaborative effort like this since M5 back in 4U days.
7 weeks,
so this is
man.
cool.
That's
Yeah,
it's
7
a
weeks.
hefty
I appreciate the
amount
hell out of
time.
both of you guys for sticking through,
It's
riding out
fun,
with this.
man.
And I
It's
hope
fun.
we keep going. And I appreciate y'all that are here listening, whether it be on the audio form, the Twitch stream, or the YouTube. And make sure you folks are doing the whole thing, like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And we'll be back next week with more content. Have a good one, y'all. And see you next time.
Goodbye,
Bye.
gamers.
Bye.
Peace.